anywhere you are in the world at this time, whatever you're doing, I don't care. Drop it, leave it. Because the award-winning The Hindsight Podcast is live. And so are we. We are live. This is The Hindsight Podcast. We want to thank everyone for joining us for time and time again. You could choose to do anything else. It's your time. It's your data. It's your space. It's your well-being. But you chose to spend it with us. And for this, we're very, very grateful. We do not take it for granted. My name is Babajide Guerrero. And the boys are here, looking sharp, looking good, looking all right. Coming afresh from a very, very football-filled week with loads and loads of goals from... that guy is a big problem. But yeah, we get there. We're going to get there. The lineup is strong, and just like the lineup and the depth of the World Cup team, that's the thing about Hindsight Podcast. When one lineup is going and that lineup is coming, no lineup is better than all. So far, it is a good, solid cast for the Hindsight Podcast. And guess what? The most important part of this player is looking at me right now. The most important part of this team is looking at me right now. That's you watching on YouTube, on Twitter, engaging on Instagram, and on TikTok as well. How can we thank you? Remember that in December, we've said it that we'll try to reach out to one prominent follower from each, right, Wally? TikTok, Instagram, Twitter, and Twitter. On YouTube as well, I beg your pardon, so that they can just come and be the Hindsight guys for that day. We're looking forward to that. Looking forward to the thoughts of my man, IBK Sports. Happy birthday in advance. What's going on, my brother?
Bro, I'm good. I just see all of now and how not they survive with this kind of thing.
We sing
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
It's called swag.
You have about 16.
You have
right?
none of it, bro. You have none of it.
Just 3 now.
Just 3. What about you?
Happy birthday.
But how are you guys comfortable on like?
How are you comfortable
deflect.
as a gentleman not having a
sure.
wristwatch?
Should I tell you why?
Tell me.
True.
I've practically misplaced all my
Well, that's a
wristwatches.
problem. That means you have a
Everything.
problem. That means you are carefree.
What, you misplace it when you go out or inside your house?
When I go out inside the house.
How did
anywhere.
did they see for your hand? Now,
You
this is
you always remove
Like
it.
yes, I
Why?
It's always I'm not comfortable. Like I don't like me something they touch my hand.
Well, there are some people like that,
I don't
anyways,
like
and
that.
that's weird.
No, you won't blame me.
Yeah.
When you marry, you be wearing.
I won't.
Okay.
I won't. I'm sorry.
Okay. That's
If you
that.
wear them for chain, one of my
Yeah.
guys wears his
Yeah, that works as well.
I'll misplace it as well.
That's it.
I'll misplace. Trust me. See, bro. Even using wallet now was a spiritual battle.
Yeah.
You understand? I don't use anything that is attached to me. Is always like if they natural, bro. The only reason why I know they misplace my cloth now because
If
I
you do your
wear
neck.
am. I dey tell you.
But I think
IBK, you go naked enter street.
I think yeah.
And he misplaces his condom.
IBK has
face change.
IBK has beg me, call me brother.
Face change.
Call me brother.
You
Call me
go-
brother now.
You go naked.
IBK has call me brother. I go talk. Oh.
Baba, nothing dey there.
You know I know you be my guy. Now because he knows I know he talk, he tell me nothing did here. Right. So but I think as a gentleman, this is one of the things a gentleman should at least have a wristwatch on him. Have 2 handkerchiefs as well. Maybe one.
That's
maybe
not a gentleman.
That's not a gentleman. This is not Trenches boy now. Now he know even wear ordinary place there.
I
now,
work
you
with
should-
MC Lomo, so no worry.
Yeah, so it's a birthday boy in advance to you. There's this thing about birthdays. I don't know if it's the Gen Zs that do these things. Yeah, happy womb escape.
Yes, no.
Happy,
Oh, yeah, I've seen
happy
that.
womb escape.
Wululum.
Happy
WLLM.
No, there's one now.
What is
LLM.
your problem?
WGL or something.
What is your
MGL.
what is what?
More good life.
Are you mad? What is
No,
happy womb?
I think they want to just change.
Happy
We
womb
created
birthday. Just
a lot
leave
of
it as happy-
WCW, TBT,
Just leave it at happy
all
birthday.
those things.
Yeah, so happy womb escape to you in advance. In Adi.
No, you
Wululum.
can't.
Adi,
You
bro.
can't. You
In
cannot.
Adi. I
hate that
cringe
one.
at some things.
I feel.
When I hear things like like K, like noted,
Eh.
like LOL, and sometimes I'm like, what is wrong with you?
LOL.
LOL is cool.
No, in some circumstances, right? I mean, sometimes you're talking and somebody say LOL. I'm like, okay, so
Oh,
are you
you
actually
say it
laughing?
as a
Person doesn't
saying.
have anything.
People say
No, that's
it.
weird.
Yeah, that's
Some people say LOL and
That's
say LOL.
weird.
I'm
No.
like,
Or smile.
Smile.
why are you
Type
smiling?
Smile.
Yes, you can freaking use an emoji.
Type
Smile.
Use emoji.
No.
You are sick.
You are very dangerous.
Yeah, no, yeah,
You are
you're a dangerous
dangerous. Someone that writes smile.
Smile.
Watch out.
Well, you heard it already. That's FX. It doesn't like being called FM because as a child, anybody calls him FM, you're in trouble. Yeah, FX. Baba Femi, show some my man. What's going on? Good to be on set with you.
Yes.
This is the
Always
first time
a
I've been
pleasure.
on the set together.
Yeah.
How long is your dread?
It's still new days, but longer than UB Zone.
You know, UB is, everybody knows UB is
just a-
UB was trying to escape. He was trying to escape being bowed.
Yes,
He's trying to change the conversation. Baba, you go see, go bowed. And the funny thing is that when you're bowed, you dread. That's a bad thing.
As in,
Because
he gonna shift.
then
But my man is still looking good. Let's not kill
Only just
my boy.
laugh.
Terrible type thing.
I'm not bowed now. My head is receding. My hairline is receding.
It's not bowed.
I've already accepted
Not
my
bowed.
fate. You know,
Yeah.
I wear caps because I think it's for
But
branding.
you shape your hair.
No, I know they shape. I didn't here. No.
This is about me. I'm fine.
Exactly.
I'm good.
You know we shape
Exactly.
Leave Wale.
Well, you
Leave-
I'm
leave-
very
Make
well.
I tell you something inside this show. If you go stroke me, I go talk with you. I know.
Anything, you know.
And you know, say now you the hot when we now for Twitter.
the
Make
hot.
your exact. Make I no talk. So
Yeah,
just
yeah.
know how you gonna work out for me for this show today. I don't owe you now.
Waka dey there,
By your
balls.
balls.
They
I
talk
don't
up
know
to
you,
you. They talk up to
squeeze
you.
out.
Guys on YouTube.
Money no dey sweet for who no day.
Now. Right. So yeah, it's good to see you guys. It's good to be back on the grind.
Bless.
The last time I was on this show with him, I called him Aniku Lapo, my friend.
And the movie, Nicola.
And you know, Swimpy is a man that cannot die. See, I think the only person
He
that can
lies.
kill
He
Swimpy in
has
this
death
life,
in his pouch.
he cannot die.
Pouch.
The only person that can kill Swimpy is me. Like, if anybody tells me oh, Swimpy is dead, I'll be like, no, Baba, you know if he die because I'm going to kill him. And I'm not ready to kill him yet.
Exactly.
You know, Swimpy has time and time again been attacked by armed robbers at least 4 or 5 times now. I've known him almost all my life. And it's like the 6th or 7th time he's been attacked by. He doesn't die.
You know what? You know what I tell him. When he told me today again, I said,
Said they put on
say you dey
location.
put on your location.
They
Because-
track me.
This is not funny. Really?
Yes, I'm serious
No,
because
it's not funny, oh.
As
But
in, was he in a car?
we're
this time
laughing.
or-
This one this time around is insane. Like
The last time was crazy. He went to an event. It was. I don't know why he does that. He went to an event. He was looking all shiny and he was in a cab. The cab took another place. I'm just helping him to narrow because if you ask Swimpy to talk, we'll not do this show.
Yeah,
So I'm just bringing it down.
I got you.
So yes, he wore his shiny clothes. The guy saw him. The Uber dropped in the wrong place. He had to come out of the Uber to order another Uber. While he was waiting,
is it that
he got
comfortably
released.
side?
yeah,
That
exactly.
was it. That was it. They took my phone. As well.
Exactly.
No, you have to feel comfortable.
They punch you.
Guy.
They beat Baba.
See,
You know, I know say Baba get cheeks. They just add extra
The same-
layer
the
of
same
cheeks.
thing.
one guy can't show me in gun for
Yeah.
inside almost.
man,
I just look because I did drag with them. Say
Man,
kilo shele,
Yes, as
almost.
Lagos boy.
Um,
Yeah, but when you see gun, you got gentle.
I just gentle.
If a 6-year-old is holding a gun, you're not afraid of a 6-year-old.
Nah, you're
It is
afraid
the gun
of
that
the-
is
it's
with
the-
the,
I'm telling you.
with,
It's
with
the
the
weapon.
6-year-old.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, so step forward.
Bele.
Swimpy and Nikolapo Swimpy.
Yes,
Is back
but
in
I'm
the
not
house.
Saro.
Yes, he's
I'm not Saru.
Never be Saru.
Yes, I'm not Saro though. Let's put it out there.
How is that movie though? How do you guys feel that movie? I think Kunle Afolayan is clear. He's top of the pile. He's one of the top guys. But I think I like his timing. The guy has a way of timing. I tweeted it that Baba, that release of that movie, FX, coincided with his birthday.
Yeah,
Coincided with the Nigeria's independence.
independence.
Yeah.
That's what he does
You had a
most
lot-
times.
You had a lot to just chew on and look forward
Definitely.
to. But let's a bit of that movie. What do you think? Have you seen it?
Yes, I have. I saw it
you think it's
3
good
days
watch?
ago. It is.
Do you
it
think
is-
it's overrated?
No, it's not. The good part of it is the culture, the fact that it's subtitled in English and
Yeah.
they're speaking Yoruba.
Yoruba,
throughout.
yeah.
Was very good. It was good to go back into history of how the old Oyo state was.
Was, yeah.
I grew up in Ibadan, so
can relate.
they always yab Ibadan people,
Yeah.
even on social media.
Yeah.
So going back to having that history and getting that was good. But I mean,
Downsides?
Ofi, he was Ofi Maker. I mean, I wanted to see more of those clothes. You know, him sewing more. I don't want to be a spoiler, but
Yeah.
we needed to see more of Ofi and Ashwebi. I'm sorry,
Ashofi, Ashoki.
Ashofi kind of things. More exhibited that cultural whatever.
But I think-
unfortunately, I didn't see much of that.
Much of that, yeah.
But it was still
I
good.
think
It's
good watch.
in the future it will only get better. The truth
movie
is,
or
no, I'm
the
not
act?
just talking about the movie. I'm just talking about like him as a
Storyteller.
production
Person.
outfit because I heard he built a film village.
He had to.
in Oyo State for
had
that
to,
whole
definitely,
production.
yeah.
Yeah, so he's like our own Tyler Perry, and he had to give it to him.
Yeah.
and that's huge. Like I don't think anybody in Nigeria has that for now.
Yeah.
And that's you taking it a top notch from where Nigerian movie industry was, to where it is right now and where it is going to in the future.
There was a time, I'm not sure, I mean, I stand corrected because I'm really not sure if this is what I'm about to say. There's a time the federal government had a conversation with Costin. I'm not sure that they are going to build
Bro.
movie village.
Yeah, it was-
Bro.
it was
there a
Jonathan.
time like that Jonathan
It
period.
was in Calabar or
No, he
something.
gave them some money.
Tinapa.
Okay.
Yeah, he gave them
Tinapa
some
was
money.
part of
I
it.
think
But I'm
Tinapa
not
was part
I'm
of
not
it.
sure.
He
Yeah.
gave them some money. Nollywood.
Is
You
Tinapa
can
still
check it.
functioning though?
Tinapa is dead, but good thing is National Theatre is coming back up. It's being revamped.
Well,
Shout out to the guys doing that.
Well, guys, you can see that the Inside Podcast
help.
boys know a little bit of everything. This is why you call it a table of men, or table of men with
It's a fountain of knowledge.
testicular fortitude. You have to have some level of cojones to be here, right? Now that's it. So we go right into the things that make our world tick. Everybody here talks this for a living, and it's that season for us. The NFF, congratulations to the new guys. Out with the old, in with the new. We're only hoping and praying that the new would have new waves and new tides. Before we go into the new guys, I know he's all gone and old, but it was 8 years of Amaju Pinnick as NFF president. Swimpy, how would you rate that 8 years? Was he, in one word, I don't want you to say middle, right? We say it as it is there. Was he good or was he bad?
Damn. This is difficult.
I know it is, intentionally.
It is because of how I would say Super Eagles kind of soared under him.
Yeah.
Although they had some, back and forth, but they still had some progress
Yeah.
and some level of success as well. I would say it's,
Over
it's
100.
bittersweet.
Over
It's
100.
bittersweet.
Over 100.
Probably I'd say maybe a 45 or a 50.
That's
In the middle.
That's not bad. Ibiki, what do you think? Would you?
I wouldn't say
rate,
it's really bad, and I
would
wouldn't
you-
say it's really good.
Would you rate? Would you
totally
rate?
disagree with you,
Would
Sam.
you
Really?
rate? Would you rate? Amaju Pinnick as the guy. Did he buy your books in your books? Because at the end of the day, when it comes to things like this, FX, I don't say, oh, don't say this person is bad. Don't say this person is good. Because at the end of the day, it's all perspective. How I see it. Because some people have relationships with him, so they will always
Exactly.
be there in the media, and everything he does is good. While some people do not have anything to their neutrals. People like us, I've hosted tons of Nigerian football fraternity events as a master of ceremonies. I've seen him many times. When he sees me like this, he goes like this. I don't know why. Every time I try meeting him, he goes like this. I don't know why. So I have nothing against him. I'm sure he has nothing against me. But we're just doing our job right now. IBK, what do you think? Amaju Pinnick, how did he fare? 8 years.
Well, I think the major problem for any NFF president is more like grassroots. The same thing is happening with Ghana. I remember when I was on one Ghana TV and I told them that these were countries we were all looking up to growing up, watching football, seeing how players were moving from Ghana, from Nigeria, straight to Chelsea, to the academies and the rest. So I was like, what really happened to both countries' grassroots football? As long as you did not touch grassroots, as long as there is no particular development in the grassroots, then I feel or I think you failed. Now, yes, the Super Eagles can naturally get sponsors. The Super Eagles can naturally be good because of the fact that you can
It is
go out
Super
there
Eagles.
to bring in players who are already made.
Mm-hmm.
So what happens to the talents who have been growing up over and over again? Don't forget, there was a time that the under 17 and under 20 were the ones getting us the glory.
Yeah.
But now we can't even qualifying for the World Cup is even a problem. For a great tournament, that's how bad it is. I'm opportune to be the team manager for a team or Lekki United in the Nigerian Nationwide League. And yes, what happened? I'm not using it to blast anyone, but the truth is that I went to the management and I said that, see, fine, our players are very young players. We have about 6 of them in secondary schools. And I said that the amateur league should be a developmental league. It should be a league where you don't need to stress the under 17 and under 20 coaches. Like they just practically need to just go to any of these teams, pick players instead of doing opening camp or how they call
Open
it.
camp,
So
yeah.
they were like they've been working on it. I said for how long? See, our final game of the season, the guys we played against we're looking 40, over 40.
And they're still playing amateur.
And they are playing. How can you be 30, over 30 and be playing amateur league? Then what platform do you have for the guys who are growing? See, these things are not magic. These things are not rocket
I like
science.
that you asked.
If you are
grassroots.
Yeah,
yes,
exactly.
that
if
I wanna
I'm
help you
if
out
I'm
and build on that,
Yeah,
so.
if I'm NFF president, like I said, I've always, even while I'm not using this one to boast. While I was in sports sec in University of Lagos, Faculty of Science. No, bro. Bro.
This is the first time. Go on. This is my own first time hearing.
While I was in sports sec in
first
Faculty
of
of Science in University of Lagos, at least people can talk about my achievements.
And your medals too.
There are things.
Medals.
And your
Those medals that never came to this table.
Don't mind
this
They
guy.
never came to this table.
Brand new.
Those medals never came to this table.
Don't mind so. I don't want you. I want
These
to
guys,
So
those medals
I
never
wanna-
came to this
There
table.
I've
are-
never heard this
they-
before.
I remember, you know, there will be a time that a lot of these guys, they will just pick when we want to play like Dean's Cup, some of these departments will just pick year 5, year 4.
Yeah.
And I had to go tell them. I had to go let them know that what's going on. You need to involve everyone. You get, as long as you are, if you are getting it right in the grassroots, the job will be so easy for you. So for me, if I'm to rate Amaju Pinnick, I'll give him, just because he tried a bit with the whole marketability of the Super Eagles, and also I'll just give him a 5. Yes, I'll just give him a 5.
A 5 over 10.
Yeah.
Oh, you are nice, man. I even thought you were going to go lower. Me, I'm
Yeah.
going. You guys are nice, oh.
Yeah. Talk to me, FX.
For
FX
me,
is
yeah,
brutal.
I mean, the truth is, IBK has touched fantastic way. Grassroots football has always been a major issue for me too, and I started watching the nationwide league too. Going to watch Sporting Lagos of Lagos at Teslim, and that kind of opened my eyes more into amateur football and how the nationwide league is being run right now. And Sporting Lagos was a perfect example for me too. I felt they needed to start having partnerships with grassroots academy football clubs registered. There are a lot of them around Nigeria, especially in Ogun State, in Ijebu. You should go around harnessing talent, young talent for a new football club, because you don't want to go there. You don't want to go out there and constantly start picking the old experience, which is what is going on in our leagues. In the amateur league, you see guys that have been playing in that league for 20, 30 odd years.
Damn.
And it's crazy. So in terms of grassroots football, it's been poor.
Yeah.
Bro, it's been poor. And that's how you judge
the basis.
an NFF chairman, in my opinion. Where we used to have the Pepsi academies
The structures.
and all that
La
structure is
Loco.
gone.
Yeah.
It's gone, and
Me
it's
so rest in
unfortunate.
peace.
It's unfortunate. So how do you link that to the national team? So when you do all that, sorry, I just want to now kill it finally for me in terms of it is not primarily the NFF chairman's job to just president or whatever it is, to focus on just the national team.
Yeah.
It felt like Pinnick focused mainly on the national team,
Yes.
and that's the truth.
Just the Super Eagles.
Not
And
only
at some
Pinnick.
point, it felt like it was just the Super Eagles.
Not only Pinnick,
But,
it's always been like
you
that.
know, yeah, but
It's always been like that.
but
Yeah.
the truth is, if you want to give him a lot of credit, you have to give him a lot of credit with the way he rebranded and marketed the Super
yeah,
Eagles
yeah.
and brought money
Yeah.
to the NFF and
Yeah.
the sports and made a lot of people interested in watching the Super Eagles again.
To be honest, if
even though we were not successful, even though we were playing crap,
True.
but he brought that, and we had the best jersey in the World Cup.
Yeah.
You know?
all of those stuff.
So-
on the other hand, I think
4
he
over
was
10,
also-
man, for me.
I think he was also would I say lucky of some sort, because for his own administration and timing, you said that he went and brought in money, he brought in sponsorship. Not only, it was also a timing of when social media is really huge. Why do I say that? You said our jerseys were one of the best. Social media played a huge role.
You know,
He did well- he did well
in
there.
branding.
Yeah.
Now people outside Nigeria watch Super Eagles.
Yeah.
I have a friend who lives in America, and she tells me about Super Eagles, and I'm like, yo, you actually watch Nigerian football? She said yes. So I'm like, this is
It's a bit of.
that's why I say it's a
here and there.
bittersweet. So
But
yes, and grassroots football is very important and key for him to have really looked into, but you can't scale it as a total for him.
Well, you can put
For
this
me.
out there, because I know that's what you do. It's like you intentionally look out for me in this show, to pick out what I say and then put it out. You can put this out there. If you ask Amaju Pinnick to sit where he's seated, where FX is sitting, right? If you ask him, sir, did you have a successful time as the NFF president? He will tell you
Say
yes,
yes,
and yes,
yeah.
why. And this is why he was going to tell you. He will tell you, many years ago, before I came into power, we used to rely on the federal government for money for the Super Eagles. That is all he will say.
How about
is-
not qualifying for the Nations Cup?
That's
So poor.
That's the legacy of Amaju Pinnick. Put it out there. He was going to tell you that before he came in, the Super Eagles used to struggle with the federal government we used to owe players.
dependency of-
From
We used to
the-
depend, but now when I came, we broke out from there. That's the success story. That's what he's living with. But then for me, that's
But is
not
that
good
but,
enough.
but,
That's
but
what I'm
is-
saying.
but
That's
is
what I'm going
that-
through.
But is that not part of it?
But that's not good enough. That's one
Okay.
off.
Yes, one of.
That's I said it again when I want
So
to
over 10, what would
drag.
what would you give him?
I'm gonna stick with FX. I'll give him a 4.
Wow.
Yes, I'll give him a 4/10.
You guys are brutal.
Yeah, because I
There's
think
more. We didn't even
because,
go into
because,
the league. We didn't even
because
go
he
into the
didn't have-
NPFL.
He didn't
There's
have
so
4
many
years,
things
guys.
we didn't touch, man.
He
He
had
didn't
8
have 4
years.
years. He had 8 years.
8.
I'm the presenter for the Nigerian Professional Football League. That's a conversation. That's
Thank
a
you.
conversation
We
of
didn't
another
touch base
thing.
on
Baba.
exactly. We
I know.
didn't touch base
I'm
on
in
that.
there. I know. Now that this new admission has gone, I know.
So the guys- okay.
I and Emmanuel let him know, right? So, but again, it's a conversation for another day. This is not an NFF show.
No, but
right?
True.
why would you can just what conversation for which day? You can say
Well,
anything now, bro.
my point is, when I say conversation of NFF show, is there are so many other things to touch on.
Because
When
that's why I
we-
say it's hard to touch
it
on
is-
so many
that's
things.
why. Remember when I said it's a bit of everything.
Yeah.
And that's why I'm giving him, a 4. Speaking, and then when I wanted to usher in this conversation, remember, guys, I said old water out, new water in. We're hoping for a new wave. And speaking
Is
of
it
a
really
new
new
wave,
water?
well, exactly. Speaking
really?
of new wave, we've got the gentleman Ibrahim Gusau. Is now the NFF president,
Yeah.
and congratulations to him.
It was the chairman or chairman or
Yeah,
something like
it was.
that.
It was on. He's been on the fringes for a
Chairman
while.
of Chairman Nigerian Football
Yeah.
and also chairman of Zamfara State Football
Yeah,
Association.
it's been around for a bit.
Okay.
Yeah.
And let's also hope that it's a new wave of feel and we don't get same of the same.
Should I tell you the truth?
It's difficult to say anything
Okay.
now about the gentleman because I mean they're even yet to be sworn in.
Yeah.
So I think one of the things we've seen in Nigerian government is everybody look out for the first 100 days in office.
True.
Yeah.
Right. So I want to see that. If I see some changes, then that's fine. Special shout out to the other team as well, especially the first vice president of the NFF. Especially I say because apart from knowing him personally, and when I know people personally, I talk about them. Even if I don't, I still give them their kudos. So step forward, Felix Anyasi Ago is the chairman and he runs the most successful club in Nigerian football, Eyimba. No team.
No team.
No team comes close.
I
I'm
was saying
sorry.
it to him.
No team comes close.
No doubt.
Yeah, and I'm thinking that if a man like that, IBK, can be in the mix of things, he's been an NFF executive council for a while, right? Yeah. Before now, he became first vice president. It can be in the mix of things. I think these are like one of the people who I have faith in. I was taking Emmanuel's team, and Emmanuel said, if that man can't make this league work, then nobody can make this league work, to be honest. He runs the most successful club. He should be able to add one or two things. And I was speaking to him before coming to the studio, so let me just see. I'm going to try calling him again, because I said, it'd be nice to just hear your thoughts and see how it is you're feeling today. And then let me just see if I thought he's going to pick. He told me as he was in a meeting with Governor Ibeazu, and I just want to see if I thought he's going to pick. I hope he rings because of our network challenges. But it just goes to say how very important we need to take our football at the glass house. Beyond anything, beyond everything, it's important to understand that we can talk about the English Premier League and the Three Lions of England and all of these things, but if we can't get it right at our own level, our fathers used to say they watched Pele when he came to Nigeria to play against, it's not connected, I think it's a network or something. When he comes to Nigeria, to play against, was it BBC, whatever. But bottom line is that there was a time it was big on TV and it used to be the big thing. So we wish them the very best. I think the network isn't connecting it. We have challenged the network here. But we'll get his thoughts out going forward. Please go ahead.
My challenge is that, I'm sorry to say, but I feel that these same people.
Don't be sorry for anything.
Okay,
it's your opinion.
These same people who.
Don't be sorry for
These
anything.
same people who have been in the mix for a while, they are still the one in the mix, and that's what's happening to the whole Nigerian system right about now. Because let me just use this as an example. When Sandro Rosell, Barca president, when he was convicted for I think money laundering or something like that. So they gave the vice president Bartomeu to become the president. And I was asking question then, were you actually expecting something different? Because this same guy was the vice president of the person you are convicting.
And Bartomeu's regime was.
He messed it up.
You get so
again, you can't really say that. Here's why.
no. You see, it
Here's
has
why.
okay.
It's the best
Here's why.
of the same
Can you
feather.
give me an example?
Here's why. We
Can
said
you give me-
something when we were
okay.
coming.
Okay, yeah.
Best way buy car.
Nah,
Now you buy old model.
Yeah.
My point is, we can't say something again. Like I said before, we said this. We have to give anybody any room to
For
do
the-
anything
yeah,
for the
benefit
first
of
at
the
least
doubt.
but
100
they've been
days.
in the mix. See, my point is that
So how have they been in the mix? We just said
Sorry.
Amaju Pinnick was the NFF president. So
old.
so you want to go to Amaju Pinnick and say you have an idea to?
These
I don't
guys were
understand.
not.
Yeah,
they-
being in the mix doesn't mean you have every extra power. For example, Aisha Faludi, the leader of the female sect of football, right, has been in that mix for a while.
For a while.
And we can see how hardworking she is and how slow that female football is. How terrible
who is
it
hardworking?
Aisha Faludi is a very hardworking woman. Yes. You can take it anywhere. She's a
Let's
very hardworking
let's
woman.
go on. Let's not.
So my point
Wait,
is-
wait.
My point is,
first,
when
wait.
you say-
I'm not wait, bro, come here. I'm
Yes.
not being. I know the soft things for you. How is she hardworking? Because I can see female football and I can tell you that nothing is happening. So what is?
Is it that you don't used to hear English in the afternoon, IBK? What I said was,
Yes.
you can see this woman is an hardworking woman,
Yeah.
but we can see how slowed the female. I'm only trying to let you understand that one person doesn't make everything happen.
work.
But this same you were bashing Amaju Pinnick now. Was it not you?
Was it the one person?
Was it not you?
Amaju Pinnick is the president of Nigerian female football. The female football is
Comes
under
under
the
the
NFF.
Bro, you can't say this. You can't say this.
The female football
the
comes
fact is
under
that
the
it is.
NFF.
Wait, female football is under whose leadership? Female
NFF
football
now.
is
Under
under
the
whose
NFF now.
Do they stand
It's
alone?
under Aisha
Are
Faludi's
they a
leadership.
standalone
Yeah, but
unit?
she's a
It's
delegate.
under
She's a
Aisha
delegate
Faludi's
under-
leadership. And you are saying no.
She still reports to
She
Amaju
reports to
Pinnick.
someone.
Bro, whether she reports to
I
Amaju Pinnick
don't
or not,
understand.
The,
She
ra-
still
the
reports
direct
to
person
Amaju.
to talk to is Aisha Faludi. So now, what is happening with Nigerian female
But who
football?
signs the dotted lines for the female football? It's still Amaju Pinnick.
Bro, you are not getting me.
Yeah.
I don't want to. I don't want to know. Why are you people talking like this?
wait.
I gave you something to
I
do.
know,
you are telling me that someone must sign for it. Then resign if you know you are not. Nothing
No,
is
you
happening.
don't. Obviously,
Why don't you
you
resign?
don't understand hierarchy.
No,
You don't
there's-
understand
there's
hierarchy.
a bureaucracy.
There's
Let's
a
move on.
bureaucracy
Bro,
and
obviously you don't
hierarchy when it
understand.
comes to these things.
bro.
There's-
And they happy saying
There
you
is.
don't even do politics.
That's why I
Baba,
don't say
Baba,
Yes, I know the
It starts
politics.
from
I know the
I want to
politics.
help.
Fine, okay.
I want to help, and I feel
He
I think
obviously
it starts-
doesn't understand hierarchy.
I think
obviously.
it starts from the top. You have to be very important. You have to be very
There's a
intentional.
breakdown.
I'll say. Amaju Pinnick definitely did a lot for Nigerian football in his 8 years. Let's not lie.
grand scheme.
In the grand
Was he
scheme
good
of
enough?
things. Was it good enough? No.
No.
Did our league suffer? Did our professional league suffer?
Yes.
Did female football suffer? That has grown to what it is today. That is
Yes.
what we've seen in the last African Women Cup of Nations. That our Super Falcons more or less were shambolic in that tournament. It has shown that we have digressed from winning 10 titles, the Falcons, to look at what we're playing. We're still playing 37 mothers, 38-year-olds as players in our Super Falcons teams.
And that's structural.
And that is structure. While the under-19, the Falconets, after that Nations Cup, were doing very well.
Yeah.
So where is the
There's no
where is
confusion there.
Transition. Where's the
transition? Where is the
Yeah.
It all falls under Pinnick.
Now,
That's the truth.
now,
We
now,
really need to
delegation.
now,
move on.
wait,
So
wait.
we really need to
blame
move on.
just her.
IBK.
No,
She's-
before
she's
you
part of
move
the
on,
blame,
before you
no
move
doubt.
on,
But she
before you
can't
move
take
on,
Because she's part of
before you
the
move
team.
on,
I'm
now,
pretty
now,
much
wait,
not going
I'm
to say
sorry.
anything
Now,
about
let
that.
me
Pay this guy.
let me give you an example. You are, I give you the job to head what Aisha Falude is now, and people are coming. You know, I remember the last Nations Cup. It's so bad that someone was saying that is it that the Super Falcons have become poor, or is it that other teams are meeting up? The truth is that it's not that they've become poor. I feel and I think other teams have met up with what Super Falcons, used to be. So you are heading this particular position. Are you not going to take responsibility for the fact that things are not moving well? Or will you rather resign or just stick
I think I
around
see where
or
it
just
is,
stick
man.
around and say, oh, there's an
So
hierarchy
you want
there?
her to resign.
I'm saying
That's
that
where I'm going.
I'm saying that something is not working, and you're telling me that she's hard working.
I think-
how do I see the hard work?
I think I see where IBK is going.
Before the
She just has to be the person to constantly knock on doors and say,
Bro,
we have to
female
approve this
football,
for female football.
female football
We have to
is
do this for
our female football is not. See,
You
some
understand?
was saying that.
Since you're the representative in that room.
I think, no disrespect to IBK, but I think you need to
Maybe.
understand how
But bureaucracy ruins everything.
hierarchy works in places like that. Right? You don't understand it, and it's obvious in your argument. If you understood it, you wouldn't have been saying
Okay, can you tell us?
she's not
Can you quickly
hardworking
tell
and
us?
stuff. Because
Can
the
you
truth
quickly
is,
tell us?
if you are saying female football has suffered, It is this same woman, this same still woman that we're talking about, that was in charge of it majorly when it was flourishing. So what does that tell you? Again, you can't throw away the baby and the bad water.
Just to even help you out.
Do you understand?
Look at what Assisa 2 has opened the foundation.
Exactly. So
An academy for girls. She opened like 2 months, 3 months
it's
ago.
a bit of everything.
In collaboration
So when
with
I say
Nike.
somebody's hardworking, I'm not saying this perfect. Again, remember, when I said she's
Footballers are
hardworking,
giving
yet
back
the
too.
football is slowed. So it's a bit of everything. But you know what? We're going to move in now. We need to move in. We need to go
I'm
on.
disappointed,
In
very
who?
honestly.
In who?
You shouldn't be saying this.
That's what?
You shouldn't be saying this.
Saying
Let's-
what
let's
exactly?
just-
You
move on.
Let's
didn't
move on.
even mention the fact that, there's something wrong with the female football. You are mentioning
I
the
don't
fact that
understand.
she's hardworking.
Did you
He said it
FX,
now.
did you hear the part when I said
He said
she's
it.
hardworking, but Nigerian football is slowed?
Yeah.
So where is the connection?
Let us.
No.
And did you hear
where
the
is-
part when
where
I
is
said
the
it's a bit of
connection?
everything?
IBK, I want to go. I don't want to sleep here.
I don't understand. Why you? I don't.
No.
No,
See, I
there's
don't-
obviously
see,
there's something else wrong with this because you are hearing me, bro. Like you are assimilating.
something else out.
Like maybe there's something else you have against something. I don't know because it's,
No,
it's
Wala,
funny.
let's move on, let's
because
move on.
on this seat, I didn't go too far. We can play it on record.
No problem, let's
I
move
said
on.
she's
Let's move
hardworking,
on. Yes.
and the female football is slowed.
Baba, let's move on.
you
No,
should,
Wala.
right?
Wasn't that just,
said
just
that-
to put a gloss on this?
Yes.
Isn't that the reason why ex-footballers should be part of running our
I
football?
already know that because they've been there before.
Exactly. See,
And so
just
they know how
the
it is.
perfect example is just what I just gave you. A current footballer that plays for Barcelona and the Super Falcons.
We even have a running
Assisat
female league.
Oshoala has started an academy for young girls.
we
There's
have a
BN
run-
Fit
do we have a
Academy
running
for
female
young
league?
girls too. There are a number of them out there. But what's going
that
on? What's
good
the
enough?
synergy?
There's something going on, obviously.
Where's the structure? Where's the... Are we sure these girls are going to eventually play for the Falconets and the Falcons?
And that also doesn't mean that some of those girls will not become the next big thing in football.
Exactly.
I mean, so it's
Do-
a bit
do-
of
do we have a running
it's a
female
bit of everything. Why you they ask me, Baba?
We do now.
Go NFF now.
running female league.
No both of us they here. You they
Go
ask
go
me if you
Glass
get
House,
anyone.
so.
Go ask Amaju now. Why you they ask me? I
Go
don't get.
Glass House.
You they ask me.
Okay, now anchor,
Right. So we're moving.
Let's move,
We're moving now
let's
to other things. Yeah, he mentioned something about Grassroots and Amaju Pinnick. Special shout out to members of residents of Ali Mosho in Ipaja. They had a very interesting Grassroots tournament. I watched. I saw it live. It was amazing.
Big ups,
Big ups to Benzi Records for putting that together.
Yeah.
I think Jury FC won it, and there's a particular guy they call him Champions League Varane.
Wow,
The guy's name is Afar. The guy has never lost a final.
Wow.
Right. Yes, he's been in 3 finals and he won.
Damn.
And speaking about Grassroots, yeah, that's what he does. He has football genes apparently. His mom was an ex-marathoner.
Yeah, we
Wow.
Yeah, we saw
was there that
the
day.
met the mom and she was like, that boy stole my genes, yeah, in a way. But that's a proud mother there.
Nice.
I think it's about 24 or 25. I'm not sure. It could be less. I really don't know. But the mom was just like, I was telling her that you should be proud of your son, and she was like, oh, you stole my genes. I used to be an ex-marathoner, and the mom sits on the board of AFN, Athletics Federation of Nigeria.
Oh,
Okay.
Yeah, grateful. So
fantastic.
yeah,
Fantastic.
grateful. Congratulations to them.
Nice.
And there's this young guy I saw in that tournament 2 years ago. His name is, sometimes I think again I like what Abik said about there's so much in the grassroots, but we don't know. Messi and Ronaldo don't block everybody eye,
Exactly.
But we should be doing more. There's a young boy I saw. His name is Moses Ojiako, FX. The boy is a complete defensive midfielder. He got signed on by Ashdod in Israel recently, but before then he has been in the fringes. Play MPFL, play NNL, play this one, play
Hustling around.
hustling around,
Yeah.
nowhere to go. Eventually, he's playing for Ashdod. No structure. Ashdod in Israel, but good for him. And yeah, for everybody grinding in whatever it is you're doing at the grassroots level, that's what we are all of her for. I mean, congratulations to Jury FC, congratulations to Moses Ojiako for moving to Ashdod. And if players are there moving, let's hope they move to the good places.
Yeah, you can tell us to come around to Lekki for
trials.
trials.
For trials. If player won't move, come lucky. If me I won't move, now much na go play.
Your-
God go punish you. I don't want to know what you want to talk.
Might tell you truth.
Eh.
Your football age self don't hold.
No, since we are doing big ups, now I enter. There's even shout outs, big ups to Apfan Super League as well. There's a mini tournament that they, amateur league that they run in Ogun State as well in Ijebu, and it's powered by Apfan guys itself. And Wale Kuku is a friend of mine who's the brain behind it, and it's awesome. And
All these guys should be playing the
you know,
NLO.
and
As
they
in-
every match they put it on
God.
YouTube. They have a YouTube
It's
channel, and all that.
That's the way
And
to go.
It's
That's
a
the way to go.
well-run league, amateur league. APFAN. No, it's not a club. It's actually a super
person.
league. It's APFAN
like
Super
TCC,
League.
right?
It's an
Like
APFAN
that.
Super League.
Okay.
So all the teams are in that. So I'm in that just as an observer and a
Observer,
sports
nice.
person. So,
Well,
big ups to
finally,
them.
finally, on all of this, we want to say a big shout out to Ayodeji Adegbenro. He contested.
Yeah.
In just recently we conducted NFF elections, and he didn't win. And then he came out with that usual tweet I want to thank everybody for supporting me, but he's a great guy. I met him at a Pulse Mixer. He is a great, fantastic young man. And I think he's one of the minds that will eventually be in that mix. And I like when I see people like that, like minds, not these, regular stuff, but like minds who's trying to be
when are you going
big
for
stuff
yours?
first. No, Baba, just leave me. Just leave me alone. Make I just
You don't support them.
maybe
now.
just the
You don't
the
put
do our
person
thing.
for here now.
Ayodeji Adegbenro, special shout out to you. Champions League, right? We saw it. Well, please, can we have the fixtures? Maybe the tables on the screen. Let's just see who now goes through. Yeah, but it was great. It was great to see match day 3 preview. These players, they will earn their money this October. 9 football games.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Nah,
it's because of the
die.
World Cup.
They will earn their money. Yes, and I like it. Yeah, because some people feel they collect criminal money.
Yes.
For
I was
that
saying
and all.
it like you.
But they are doing their job. Are you
have
guys
to-
beefing?
No, I'm saying like you earn so much money, you have to work for it. Like not these players who come onto the pitch and just feel they just stroll in the park and they know that at the end of the week,
but isn't
the salary is coming.
I'm sorry.
You
I have
understand?
another school
You
of
have
thought.
to-
Play
Yeah.
too much football.
I have
so
another
let's
school of
not
thought.
lie.
Isn't it too risky for players who will be playing at the World Cup? You play 8 games in a month. You play some more before the World Cup.
You're actually quite correct, but this is it. That's
Yeah.
why you have to have squad depth, right?
Exactly.
If you notice in the last game against Copenhagen, Haaland was on a hat trick. That would have been his 4th consecutive hat trick, but his father took him off,
We had to.
and then be like, just rest. He has 45 minutes, and then
Yeah.
Alvarez is now playing in the game. I'm talking about Liverpool.
Yeah.
Palmer is now coming into his thick of
But
things.
what
as well.
about teams? What about teams that need results?
Well, that,
No, but if you
unfortunately,
look
That
at
one
it-
is yours.
If you look
It's
at
your
it,
own
if
concern.
you look at it from the beginning of this season, especially if you want to concentrate on the Premier League, they've introduced 5 substitutes.
yeah.
Yeah.
Most teams are already rotating from game
Exactly.
week 3. Teams are already going to that squad depth and they're bringing out players from their under 23s
To
if
make
they
it
have
look fresh.
or a new player, to constantly make them look fresh because they know what's going to happen. during the
We
World
have
Cup.
so much to
They have
talk
too many
about.
games,
It's very interesting how during the rundown to this show I was saying we're going to just touch on the NFF issue, but we ended up going into it, and that just says how passionate it is that it means to us in our own nation's football, and I like it. Because left
I
to
even want
me,
to just talk more.
yeah, I would like the
Opinion.
fact that we can actually give it something because we actually give a lot of attention to Europe. Yeah, that's why everybody watches, but we also have our own here. Let's just talk about from the top of our heads how impressive has Napoli been this season. 39 goals in 11 games, 11 goals in the Champions. They put 5 behind. Is it Liverpool?
6.
5 behind Liverpool.
5 behind Liverpool,
6
six
No.
behind.
The Liverpool
Four?
one was 4-1.
Okay, now
or so.
4.
Was it 4 or 5?
Yeah, it was 4.
Was it 4?
It was
Okay.
4.
It's 4.
Well,
It
it
was
was
4-1.
So
4-1.
remember now.
Ingo remember. He was supposed to remember.
It was 4-1.
And that's it. They scored 13. Okay, so Napoli has been quite impressive. They've been amazing. And I don't know, is it that
And they're doing it
usual-
without Osimhen.
I was just gonna say
Yeah.
he's injured.
He's
And
injured.
without good team.
And I really want to know, like, I don't know why. Would you say it's ill luck for Seaman or something?
Nah, I just think it's one of those things.
I don't know because
I don't think so. Because
it always
because he's been
comes
there,
in
yeah,
at that point when
Yeah.
when you feel that, okay, this is your time to really struck that gold.
Yeah.
Where you have to be on that full, you
Yeah.
get glory, and
Yeah.
then he's injured.
Yeah,
He's
but,
out.
but this is football. These things happen sometimes, and I don't think you should be blaming.
was
a
already-
man
to
for
me,
anything.
it's seeming back
Yeah.
to back though.
Yeah, but the good thing is that we talked about depth now. Raspadori.
Yeah.
I've always told people, stop watching EPL. Stop thinking EPL is the only league that exists in the world.
Exactly.
I've been following that guy since his time in Bari, then he moved on, and then later met him again in Sassuolo, where him, Scamacca, and Berardi were an absolute menace. And that's why Sassuolo is currently suffering. 2 of their best players have left. Only Berardi is remaining.
Yeah.
Scamacca to England,
West Ham, yeah.
Raspadori to Napoli, and he's been such a gem. And then they've got that guy with a long name, Kvarat something.
Yeah,
they call him.
how do you pronounce his
They
name?
call him
Let me-
Varadona. That's what they call the guy now.
Yes, number 77. I have
Yeah.
to know how to-
Yeah.
Kvaradona. You can see
from,
right there. He's on the
Georgia, I
Yes,
think.
he's from Georgia. Yeah, correct. He's from Georgia. Well, Napoli looks to go through easy. I think they went to the Amsterdam Arena
Yeah.
and defeated Ajax.
6.
To be honest,
Giants.
I think this group is the most surprising group.
Kevin Bassi was absolutely
This is
horrific.
crazy.
It was
They destroyed him
horrendous
in that game.
It was horrendous. This is a group of.
This is crazy.
This is funny.
This is crazy.
At the beginning
Because
of the
you'll have tipped these two guys, you know.
To
yeah,
Yeah,
but maybe
not even these
Porto
two guys,
too,
even with Porto.
because of
No. I think
Porto prestige now.
yeah.
Well,
No, I think
legacy.
Club Brugge, what they've done
Legacy.
is that they've beaten everybody.
Everybody.
But
Brugge
match
and
day 3, they've
everyone.
beaten
Yeah,
everybody.
everyone.
and they've
Brugge.
not considered any.
No way.
Everybody. Yes.
They
Oman
won
away.
3-3.
Yes. Oman away.
Oh,
Oman away.
guys, I want us to
3-1-3.
go back to Napoli. I
Okay.
think Spalletti also is the key
Luciano.
factor.
Yeah.
You know, the experience from his Roma days.
Definitely.
You know, he
He's an
went
Italian
twice.
mafia.
That's a
Roma.
maestro now.
Yeah, he has that maestro touch. Nice work, Simpy. You know, so for me, I think Spalletti has just been that coach they needed. They've always had that talent, and Napoli for me know how to get those kind of players.
Yeah.
Like the number 7 that I cannot pronounce
Farad.
his name.
Let's say Farad.
You know,
But the issue I have with Spalletti, I'm sorry,
But-
He bottles it.
Yeah,
you know,
exactly.
when,
He
when,
did that with Roma.
when you need
experience,
it, when you need it, when you really
experience
need
is the
it.
same way with this guy now. When he eventually won the league with Leicester, you know,
Claudio Ranieri.
Ranieri too struggled many times, and
He lost.
similar to he almost
Yeah.
be there. He did it with Chelsea, he did
He
it
did
with
it with-
Juve, but eventually when that pressure is not on him, can get it. Maybe Spalletti might get it this season.
Yeah, maybe.
Might.
Well, Liverpool, of course, their problems is well documented. We're not
Why
going
is
to
it
touch
well
about them.
documented?
It's what everybody knows. Now, Wahala.
I said something before the start of the season that you know, one of Man City. I don't know if you saw that tweet. That one of Man City or Liverpool would not make the top 4. You know,
Yeah, and it's
let's
almost
just wait
looking
till
like
the
that.
end of the season.
Maybe the World Cup. Maybe
Well, he
they
was
need that
abusing
break.
me then,
Yeah.
so
this particular group, Juventus. I mean, if you don't beat Maccabi Haifa, just retire from football. Yeah, no disrespect to Maccabi. Benfica and PSG was a result I wasn't expecting, but yeah, I think PSG will go through. I
They're
think
the
those
two
top
best,
two will
though.
go through.
Yeah,
Yeah.
No, but
What do you
again,
think?
the PSG Benfica game, I like to touch on it because Messi's wonder goal was,
what a goal.
superb.
That's the Messi.
Incredible.
That's the
Guerrero
Messi.
never
But
talk
the
about.
annoyance,
That's
but
the
the
Messi.
annoyance that I had about that squad is that the same problem
That's the
that
Messi.
PSG has been having for like the past 3 or 4 seasons of having so much stars but not still blending to be able to.
No. I think this season is different. If you watch their games,
I'm not even saying this season.
Yeah.
If you watch this Benfica game, it was Donnarumma who saved them.
Yeah.
They would have lost the game.
Made some outstanding saves. Yeah.
I mean, Lionel Messi scored a wonderful goal. The likes of you need to wake up and say, this guy is waking us up. Let's all do something.
Yeah, but I think in the
And
past
bury this
few
game.
games, he's been very, very good.
yeah, he's scored in.
No,
his
he's
last 6
comfortable
games.
now. Lionel
Yeah,
Messi
he
is
said
becoming
it, he said
comfortable
it.
now.
Yeah.
He's blending into the squad.
But
He's
Benfica is a
mixing.
tough side.
Do we?
That's
do
what
we-
I'm saying. But I really didn't expect
I
them
know.
So it's not-
to be so.
I'm
Yeah,
not saying they're
an
a pushover.
European giant.
I
Yes.
never said
Exactly.
they were a pushover, but I'm saying the quality of stars in the PSG squad.
They no get pedigrees.
They don't
Wimpy.
just- I don't
That's
know.
the truth. They've
That's
never
the
won the
factor, right?
Champions League, in my
don't
That's
know.
the
opinion.
factor.
It's just
That's the factor.
Yeah,
But now
they don't have pedigree,
now
I'm
they've
sorry.
got.
But I think City. My mind is going.
Do they have a chance? I
the
don't know.
Champions League. All right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Speaking of City, they went 5-star against Copenhagen, and it's
They
gonna be
were-
like
They
that.
were brutal.
11 goals already.
Yeah.
scored in
That
3
that
games.
boy is a beast.
11 goals in 3 games.
That
We'll talk
kid-
about Haaland when we were done with wrapping this up, or maybe we should just
No,
touch
no.
on it
Let's
now.
just. But Greg, I have a question. I'm
yes,
sorry.
Go ahead.
You know, we've been talking about Man City having won. You know, there's something missing about
The missing piece.
winning the Champions League. I said it that at times luck happens in Champions League. I've said it on this stage before. And do you guys think, you know, Haaland is the guy? Because I explained something. I said, now difference is that Haaland feeds on scrap. Do you understand? When I mean scrap, look at the goal against Man United. That ball that if it was another striker,
It won't be there.
he won't overstretch
That's,
it.
Yeah.
that's the back post. But go on.
No, that's what I'm saying.
Back
He won't.
post
He won't.
strikers.
He won't overstretch it.
That's why he's a boxing
So
striker.
I'm saying that they've been lacking a lot of things. You know, winning the Champions League. So what difference does Alan make? Like, I don't know if you guys really.
Yeah, I think,
I
you're
think-
actually very correct. What does he? Is it the edge now? Is it the X factor now?
So
I think that should be the way to put
yeah,
it.
true. As everybody has been talking about, saying Man City needs that missing piece,
Mm.
missing piece. Yes, I would say so because not just for my love for that kid, but I see it in every game.
You
on
don't
how,
born?
No, I just say he's a kid. He's a kid to me. He's a kid.
22.
Yeah, he's 22. So
Weary.
he's
Person where you call Haaland kid now. This is you don't born. You never born for your life. They call person kid.
relax. but my love for the boy is, I don't know, the boy is superb. He gives me this feeling of bringing back all those the proper box-hitting strikers like Van Nistelrooy and co. He gives me that feeling. Like this guy that played with Ronaldo De Lima's time at Inter Milan. What's the name? The Italian guy.
Vieri.
Yeah, Christian Vieri.
Christian
God bless
Vieri.
you. He gives me those kind of feeling in the box 18. Like you have that confidence going into games. So now what City now has is more double-edged sword.
Fear
The double-edged
factor.
sword, not just fear factor now. They create double-edged sword for defenses and goes into their minds and say, we have somebody who's gonna give your defense work,
problem.
a nightmare.
And
The way Barcelona had Lionel Messi at the time.
And I know why I think Haaland is very dangerous. It's just like when Ronaldo was at Madrid, you know. You need to fear strikers who don't demand for the ball. Like when I mean don't demand for the ball, they always find themselves
in spaces. Yes.
They're not like
He's
they're not
also-
like this. They're not
yes,
like, give me
you-
ball, give me
yes,
ball.
yes.
you need to be scared.
Spaces.
I remember
Making
when
those
someone
runs.
was talking
He's
about
in-
Ronaldo.
He's finding.
Yeah, someone was talking
Yes,
about Ronaldo.
finding
Someone said
certain
that one defender
spaces.
said that you are marking Ronaldo like this. You think he was going to demand for the ball, you know. You get your condition level goes low, and you see the next thing you see
He's
is
off. Yeah.
you know, one-on-one with the keeper.
Yeah, I
So
wonder how.
Haaland is like that, you know. So even Guardiola was saying that he always you see start like he touched the ball 7 times.
And then he
Baba, this guy is working with spaces.
Spaces.
Yeah.
He doesn't care.
Yeah.
He's a
He doesn't
he's a
care.
striker.
Yeah.
For me,
Bring up that
He's doing
picture
his
again.
job.
Haaland is the complete striker now
Yeah.
in terms of I mean Swimpy was trying to use Vieri and the likes. I would like to use Marco Van Basten and go
Wow.
back in time. Van Basten
Wow.
and maybe
Senior man.
you
Wow.
are
Senior
man.
That's
You are
it.
correct.
That's it.
Emerger.
The technique
The
that
technique.
Erling Haaland has
You are right.
is beyond me. You remember that cross from Cancelo with the outside
Yeah.
foot?
Yeah, that
Yeah.
one.
Yeah.
And it
God.
stretches. You know when you go with the outside foot, that ball
Johan
is spinning.
Cruyff scored
And
that kind
you
of
as a
goal.
striker, you have to know how to touch
Time.
that ball and
Yeah.
timing.
Yeah.
So he to put that leg like a
He
like
just
a karate
yanks
yeah, he
his
just
leg-
kept
his
he
leg,
lands. As
Then look
in,
at that goal KDB gives him to. KDB doesn't
one
look
the
up,
KDB
just puts
wipes
it
out,
behind
yeah.
and just whips it, and Haaland stretches, and you have to. The technique he has is beyond me.
as
He's
in
he's the complete
and for
striker.
his age.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Damn.
Is-
So
is-
for me, he's everything. But that's the thing. He's exactly what City needed in a long time. Guardiola was just being stubborn. That time they lost against Lyon in Champions League semi-final when he was overtinkering. You would not overtinker with Erling Haaland. You always start him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The one he overtinkered against Chelsea in the Champions League final.
Yeah.
Should I start a striker or not?
I start?
You will start Erling Haaland.
start him.
Yeah.
So once he is the missing piece in that jigsaw, in my own opinion.
He is the X
is.
factor of XX. And then
Definitely.
Jack Grealish. And to be honest, I saw this. I didn't see what he said.
is
because
mad,
I'm not a mouth reader, but I saw there's an expression when I was watching the game. Right, I was with my boys when I was watching the game, and I saw the expression on Grealish's face when Alan was behind. The camera guy did a super job with. I don't know your name, but that's great camera work. Ireland was walking behind Grealish.
Zoomed in on him.
And both of them, and Grealish looks was in fear. You know that fear of I'm happy this guy is in my team.
honestly.
Like it was,
was
not.
in awe as
It
well.
was in awe, like God. Like, and then that's it. And he said, "I've never witnessed anything like this in my life." The keeper, Copenhagen's keeper, said to me, "He's not human."
As in,
and there's a video I saw of this guy was carrying a baby, is carrying a City fan, a baby.
Yeah.
And then the baby was looking at Haaland, waiting for him to smile, because even when you watch his,
yeah.
the only time he smiles when he scores.
When he
They
scored,
say
bro.
he was built
He's
in the
brutal.
lab.
Bro,
Looks
this
like
guy
a player that
is
was built in the
brutal.
lab.
I remember when
The
when
kid
I
is
remember
brutal.
I remember when Ibrahimovic was it last 2 seasons?
Yeah,
or
he
so?
also gives me that young Ibrahimovic.
Ibrahimovic said something. Ibrahimovic said something. He said when you see, he said a player's a player's outlook or
Countenance.
a player's countenance says a lot.
Body language and all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he said, as a striker, when you see a defender maybe during this winter period wearing a hand
Glove,
gloves,
yeah.
He's like, this guy cannot mark me. You can't come close to me.
Yeah.
You know, that was why I was telling the likes of Tomori and the rest that you are facing a striker, you are already showing him your weakness.
By wearing hand gloves.
Yeah,
and
that was
cold.
that is his own mentality. That was what I was trying to say. That
And true.
you know,
Tomorrow they always wear hand
you
gloves.
get, so the guy was the same thing with Haaland. You know, Haaland the way he walks, the way he runs,
moves, yeah,
the way he looks, and the way he celebrates. Baba, if you want to celebrate, if you know,
If you near him, he go wound
if
you.
you jab, if you give you elbow for if you chop elbow with celebration,
Too much
you go chop
energy.
you go chop elbow with
You go
celebration.
chop jumping.
Nobody they near him when they do that.
Yes,
Yeah.
you go try able with celebration.
You go chop
So
jumping.
the guy na monster. for
Yeah,
me.
yeah,
The guy na
he is.
monster.
Yeah,
He's
yeah.
a
So
beast.
I just asked one question since we're just still on Erling Haaland. Is he now the best player in the world?
Okay, here's my
Has he
here's my
overtaken
take.
Kylian Mbappe?
I think so. I don't know. There's a thing about
We'll still go
him.
back to that group and stuff, but
Yeah,
since we're on
there's a
Haaland,
thing. There's a thing about him that just gives me that feel good factor. And for a player giving you a feel, I know how Messi does to people, how Ronaldo does to us. Like once you have that feel good
And he
factor,
wow you.
yeah, exactly. When you have that feel good factor about a player, it just tells you one thing: that player is headed for the Ballon d'Or. There's no stopping that kind of player, and I'm having that feeling
feeling.
about him.
So do you think it's the best player in the world right now?
For me, I think so.
FX,
Yeah.
what do you think?
Absolutely. If the world stops today, I'll give it to Haaland.
Consistency is key. For me, I always feel you have to do it for a number of years to be counted among the greats or to be considered world class or whatever. He's definitely getting there, and he definitely would be mentioned from years to come if he continues this way.
Definitely.
I'm not going to say he's the best player in the world right now because it's still early days. It's still 7-8 games
Into
local
the new
league,
season. Okay.
3 games in the Champions League, you know. So, but definitely he's the most
right
informed
up there.
player. He's the best player right now in the world. Yes, based on form.
Yeah.
But in terms of best player in the world right now, no, I'll put Benzema, I'll count Lewandowski, I'll count KDB
Yeah.
ahead of
Definitely.
him. Definitely.
Well, I think I'll go with Kylian Mbappe. And people have been saying
one's an arrogant prick,
no.
man.
Yeah, I know. People,
Get out.
Yeah. People are now looking away from him,
Get out.
especially because of
They
the
don't
fact
pass
that,
to him, he'll be complaining.
Yeah, because of
you
the
see
fact
that one
that-
with Erling Haaland, where we talk. You just said it. Sorry, Wale,
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Bukuna, I'm interrupting.
Yeah.
Well, Erling Haaland, if you point, you don't make that run, you don't give him, you don't go complain, you don't make another run again.
I think that was
but
the issue.
Mbappe is
That was the
always
issue he has.
whining.
That was the issue that he has with Neymar. You know, I remember one of the games. So I said it that yes, Mbappe is made. He is, you know, when you say a player is created to like he's set up for the Ballon d'Or, I think that's what he is. What he needs to do now is to leave for a league where you'll be watched week in, week out. No disrespect to the French League on, but the truth is that Mbappe too is doing so well,
Yeah.
but we are not seeing him. How many people will go online and start streaming PSG games?
You only really watch PSG when they're playing Champions League.
Yeah, but I can easily watch the Premier League. I can watch the Spanish
Italian
La
league,
Liga. I
the
can
Spanish
watch the
La Liga.
Italian League as well.
True.
So
Yeah.
I think for me, it's based on the fact that Erling Haaland is having the cameras. Everything is on him now. He's in the Premier League, the most world league in the world.
yeah.
The paparazzi is
Has
there.
more.
Everything is following him now. But if I'm to say anyone who is doing so well now, who I think this, if you want to give a Ballon d'Or to someone right now, I think I'll give it to Mbappe. He's been fantastic this season. Yes, he's very stingy, he's
I'll
very
go-
arrogant,
I'll go
but
Haaland.
I think he's been fantastic this season.
I think just to wrap this up, I think
This better
I don't
be
know.
good.
It is good actually. I'm actually going for Mbappe for the obvious reasons. I think Haaland is a better goal scorer than Mbappe. I mean, as a striker, but the
Because he's
feeling,
got striker's instinct.
the fear with that Mbappe is the fact that the boy is not even a number 9.
And he's scoring
His
that number.
He's a
numbers,
winger.
his numbers are crazy.
Can
Put
play
him
like Ronaldo
anywhere.
and Messi.
But he's an inverted forward. He can play anywhere.
As a child, as a teenager, he was at the World Cup and he was not. I saw Delima play at the World Cup, and Delima went to USA 94 as a baby.
yeah, 19.
You know, he went there to just watch the
he even up to
Bebetos.
that?
Yeah, he
Yeah,
was.
went there to watch
was
Bebetos
like 17, 18,
and
sir.
No, I think
Romario.
it was
I know it's
19.
different times and stuff.
Yeah.
You know, he was still very much young. He went there for the exposure. He bagged the medal. They won. He got the medal.
Yeah.
And then later he won the World Cup again in 2002
So
as
yeah,
a man.
202. I can't
Kylian
forget that.
Mbappe went to his first World Cup as a child, and he bossed everybody.
Mm-hmm.
It was hands down the best player in that tournament, even though the awards go to another person. He literally was not a bit part player. He was the player.
Yeah.
And it was not just a player. It
stepped
was not just a
up
goal scorer. That's why
against
I'm
Argentina.
not going to agree that Haaland. I overall think Mbappe is a better footballer than
Absolutely.
Erling Haaland.
I agree too.
Haaland will give you the goals, but Mbappe has this thing. There's this thing about him.
Mbappe is big goal.
It's just unfortunate that it's not unfortunate. I'm sorry. I don't think it's unfortunate. I think that's just that arrogance, being an arrogant prick.
I know
Maybe
where
that's
you're
just his
going
own
as
selling
I
part.
just don't
Brand
like
wise too.
I also don't like it.
Brand wise too. Mbappe is bigger, obviously.
Yeah. No
Brand
player,
wise,
no player
yes,
born of a
yes.
woman earns more money than Mbappe.
That's what I'm even saying. No, I'm not even talking. I'm saying brand wise is bigger. Yes.
So we go back to the tables, and now we've touched on, and everybody understands that Haaland and Mbappe they will definitely dominate. But would they be as yes or no?
Like
Because we don't have
Vinicius
time.
will be-
They'll probably be our next line, Messi and Ronaldo.
I was on the good.
No,
Would
I disagree.
Vinicius?
I think Vinicius will be in that mix.
Vinicius will be in that mix.
Really?
Yeah, definitely. But before then, Seth, once Messi, Ronaldo go, guys, we have to focus.
They don't go now. Which one we want to go?
No, they don't go.
they're still.
You don't go, my brother.
These guys are
They
still
don't
there.
go.
Or KDB and the likes are still going to give you 3-4 years of
But
fantastic
those ones, the
football.
thing is that KDB.
KDB is
They
in
will
his
win it,
30s
though.
now.
Should I tell you?
No,
Should I
KDB
tell
is
you?
30.
Should I tell you?
No, he's 31.
KDB and the rest, they came.
so.
You add them to the era of when Ronaldo and Messi were winding up their career, so you can't count them.
Can't
Now
count
you
them.
count
But
These
look
guys are the
Future.
future, bro.
Yeah.
These guys are the future.
guys fresh guys.
Including Vinicius,
23.
Rodrigo
Yeah.
too, maybe. Right.
I
So
think Rodrigo will just be there.
That's just
Yeah.
be there.
I don't think it's special.
yeah, and the Real Madrid struggled a bit against Shakhtar Donetsk, who have won one game, away. I think they won at Leipzig. I think this one easy. I think it will still be Real Madrid.
But wait, so why Celtic can't they celebrate they come Champions League?
They have to celebrate.
They have to celebrate.
Try
Collect
though. I
money.
mean, I saw that game against
They'll
Leipzig.
collect money.
yesterday.
Rangers
They-
as well.
They qualify. I mean, they equalized, but Leipzig.
Yeah,
that
they're
guy,
not good.
I think
Christopher
are they the only
Nkunku.
Scottish team to
Bad
have a Champions
boy.
League title?
We
think so.
That's another guy we have to mention in the
Yeah,
mix.
yeah,
Christopher
we hear-
Nkunku
yeah.
is going to be
We just hope he can
problem.
get better. We hear there's a chance that maybe at the Premier League with Chelsea. We don't know
Chelsea, yeah.
that. Right. So we move now. RB Leipzig.
RB Salzburg.
RB Salzburg. I mean, at the same owner, sha.
Red
The
Bull.
logo,
Red
self,
Bull,
yeah.
yeah.
RB Leipzig, RB Salzburg, yeah. Chelsea, Milan, Dynamo Zagreb. Everyone still has a chance in this group. This is a very, very delicately poised group.
Open.
Now, I think I want to talk about Tomori, and I tweeted something during the game. I said a lot of people were bashing Gareth Southgate because of the fact that he
For
left
not
out
selecting Tomori.
Tomori in one of the games. In one of the was in UNL, what's it called it? UEFA Nations League games.
Nations
And-
League 2 games. Yeah, the 2 games.
And I said that if you it's just like when you have to face your real enemy, bruh, you need to take it really personal. So I said if there's any game that Tomori is supposed to show that deserves a call up to the World Cup, it should be against Chelsea. Because the truth is that how many people watches Italian Serie A? No disrespect to the English national team coach, but the fact is that people easily watch Chelsea's game, people easily watch Champions League, but you are playing in your own ground, like your country. You are playing practically in front of people who practically
Come on,
judge
IBK.
the
You're
selection.
singling Fikayo Tomori out.
I'm saying that.
But he had a poor game.
He had a really not even poor. He had a really poor game.
I felt the whole Milan side had
No.
a very
I
Milan
think
side.
I think he had a really poor game.
No, okay, go on.
What I'm saying is, if we see people lose games and they still single out this guy. He had a fantastic game. He did well.
Yeah.
Forget about. What I'm saying is, Tomori should at least impress, bro. If Southgate doesn't call him up, I think it will be due to this.
No.
While I
No, I
understand,
don't think
so.
gentlemen, we really
It's very
can't go
possible.
into deep of this. But
Yeah.
while I understand what he's saying, but again, you have to understand that guy is about, I think, 23, 24.
23,
It's still a bit.
No, I'm talking about World Cup call up.
Yes,
I want him to be there.
Yeah, I understand. But again, we cannot. Yes, I understand that because you are playing your former suitors, you want to impress. But it's possible that he was even overawed by that occasion.
Exactly.
It's coming to his traditional home ground. He's always been there. He may want to, that nerve of wanting to impress. Maybe I've gotten
He's an
better
academy
over-
boy.
better
He's
of him.
You know,
that's his
yeah,
first
so it's
club
very
ever.
possible. But again,
The Chelsea boy.
there's a repeat of this fixture next week. I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah.
So maybe he could have done bad, and I'm sure
They could turn up the
And
tides.
it's over 2 legs, so he could even be the one to even play better in that
Dude,
particular
Chelsea
game.
started in last in this group.
Yeah,
you
the
know?
second now.
So it was a big game for Chelsea,
Yeah.
and they had to step up.
This
I was
particular
surprised by the
group
result too,
It's
but
very fascinating. We would like to see. Now
but
let's talk about
shout out
something
to
we saw
Rhys
yesterday.
James, man. Rhys James, man.
Yeah.
Shout out to Rhys James for that goal, man.
We see that. There's a particular video that, will come up shortly. But we need to have this conversation. And we won't get tired of it, right? But it's there. Time and time again, we hear it in football. Comparison will never go away. Even players that are not of different stuff. But that's a video I want you guys to watch. Just take a look at this video, at the video of the goal he scored, and how, in a way, pocketed Rafael Leao.
The guy finished Leao.
Yeah, and then
I agree.
This is him against Leao. He did this against Leao, and earlier in the week he did something as well against Wilfred Zaha. I saw Zaha switching positions
To the
and
right,
he got a goal and an assist in this game, and then he had a good defensive showing. And what that means is that this is a goal any striker will be proud of. Look at where he put the ball. He was the striker before.
Near post.
Then and that right there, that's it. Yeah. That's a FIFA goal right there.
As
Look at
in-
it. Look at how he was buzzing.
His hit.
This is hit map here.
His hit map.
Showing how very, very dominating he was. Rafael Leao was subbed
Guy was
off.
hogging the line.
Yeah. Rafael Leao was
the line.
he was
Yeah.
Position.
the only time he
knows
was
his
inside
job.
that box 18, hold up Wally, was when he scored. Look at that hit map in the one in the
Yep,
middle.
Yeah.
that was it.
And that just tells you about the positional discipline
That he
of this
has.
particular player. Now let's just show this.
Positional discipline on like trends.
Yes, I'm going there.
We didn't say that.
I'm actually
No,
going to
he's
go
the
there.
one throwing it in.
Right now, let's just put it out there.
He's
Right?
throwing Trent under the bus.
This performance is not the first, second, or third, or fourth time that we'll see from Rhys
Rhys
James.
James, yeah.
Rhys James has scored a brace before, and he has had a good game. He has kept clean sheets, and he was very, very big in defense.
Yeah.
I've not watched the game. I'm a big fan of Trent Alexander-Arnold. I'm a massive fan, but I've never watched a game where Trent dominated defensively.
No.
Now, I'm not
Going
saying
forward as well.
and that's what I always do. Right? Whenever I want to maybe put something out, I try to put it in clear perspective. I've not seen a game, or maybe I can't remember. So let me just say I can't remember, just to be fair on Trent, where he dominated in a big game defensively
Yeah.
and offensively. I don't have an issue with Trent's offense. I think it's the best in the world at that.
Yes.
He is the best.
Yes.
Nobody comes close. As an
Offensively,
offensive right back, there's
he's-
nobody.
he's
I think in the
brilliant.
history of football, nobody will come close offensively.
Or maybe only Cafu.
Maybe
I'd
Cafu,
say.
yes, you're correct. Maybe Cafu, yes, you're correct. Maybe Cafu, and then the issue we
No,
cannot
and the Italian guy too.
maybe Cafu's play.
Zambrota.
Yes.
Maybe Cafu's play, but not the numbers. For a right back, Trent has scored and assisted tremendously.
It's ridiculous.
It's almost unbelievable.
For a right back.
For a
yes.
right back. That's what I say for a right back. But when it comes to the primary duty of a defender, yes, football has changed and evolved. Where does he rank compared to Rhys James and João Cancelo? Let me start with you, FX. I've been starting with you in PC. Maybe because we were native together. Right. Let me start with FX.
Yeah, I mean, the fact that he didn't start off as a defender in his career, I think is showing he was more of a midfielder, and Jurgen Klopp has kind of put him in that system. He's a system player, that's the truth. And if I'm going to break down a system player, it's the system works and suits him at Liverpool. Now, it suits him at Liverpool because you have to have a very hard-working defensive midfielder in the likes of maybe Fabinho and Henderson to cover for Trent. So when Trent is going forward, we didn't used to see those defensive frailties.
Yeah.
But now Fabinho and Henderson are getting tired.
Tired legs.
The injuries are coming in. The guys that are putting there to replace them cannot cover much ground like that
Anymore.
Now Trent is being exposed a lot. And because of that, he has forgotten his defensive duties more or less. That's the truth. Because when you attack so much, you score free kicks, you're playing diagonal balls like David Beckham, long 40-yard passes and all, you will tend to abandon your defensive whatever.
Duties.
Even during the week, when they train, when they prepare for weekend game.
Defensive
You
setups.
no go the two because
Yeah.
of the system we don't already used to.
Yeah.
So I think he has abandoned that as the normal rudiment training of a fullback.
Would you call him a playmaker at Liverpool?
Yes.
More or less.
I mean, he's creating chances.
Is that
creating...
a problem when a right back is a playmaker? Does that is it?
Yeah.
Is it
No,
does,
I think-
does the system now becomes a problem?
okay.
No,
Now,
the
I
natural way
think-
of playing
okay.
football, naturally, is that a right back or a left back is part of the defense department.
Defensive duties.
That's your natural.
Every other thing is an add-on.
Exactly. So now the offensive part is just an add-on. Honestly.
No, I
Because-
disagree. No, I
no,
disagree.
naturally.
Okay. No,
No,
That's
He
how
said- he
football.
said
that's how
natural.
football
That's how
is.
Things have
football
changed.
was.
That's how football
Now
is naturally.
fullbacks are
Now things are-
Now
you have to
fullbacks
go
are
forward.
thrown
now things have
because
changed
of
because
ultra-modern
I
football.
want to make Wan-Bissaka, I want to make him as an example
That
to all
was a
this
defensive
conversation.
guy.
Yeah, what I'm
But he's not
saying,
good
yes,
offensively.
what I'm saying is that you want to buy a right back. They don't even call it right back anymore.
Fullbacks.
They call it fullbacks or right wing back or something like that. So, they always go for people who are very athletic, going forward, who adds more to the team in terms of offensive aspect. And I really don't want to blame Trent because I actually want to blame the coach. Because I felt that Klopp has let me say he has indulged Trent in this style of play, and it is so unfair.
But he has
to
also
Trent.
profited immensely.
Yeah, and obviously,
Yeah.
because people have always said that Trent has a very obvious defensive flaws. I've always argued it that it's not that bad, but the truth is that in the end, you end the season and you see stats pop up for Trent, stats of assists, stats of goals.
You don't see
That
the-
becomes a
you don't see
problem.
the interceptions.
Yeah, that
like
becomes
the
that,
Reece
that,
James
that,
were
that becomes a problem.
The interceptions, the tackles.
And
you
don't
see that from Trent.
forget the whole English media were excited about it. I was excited about it. We were playing the FPL. We were excited
Everybody
about
was.
it. Even the FPL doesn't even work well. A defender scores, they give him 6 points and all those things. You are excited that a defender is getting the goals. So, bro, imagine having a more points when you score than when you keep a clean sheet.
Yeah,
That's
because
to
the
show
game
you-
is all about
That's
goals.
to show you that the game now is all about goals. You see a defender saying that he got just 2 goals and he's not really happy. Yes, you see it now. So I think for me, it's sad that Klopp did not develop Trent in
Defensively.
all-round aspect. Yes, I think
the
he
system
could have.
doesn't work.
Yeah, he should have done better with that. I think that's my own opinion.
He has to go back to the basics. It's
Yeah.
not too late. He's 24 years old.
No, he's late already.
He's
That guy
not.
is-
No.
His head is over.
No, wait.
now.
Let's break it down. The truth is, footballers knuckle down to get better.
Not at
That's
age
the truth.
24.
No, you can. It's
I
up
don't
to
think
you.
so.
It's up to you as that guy to go to the gym, to sit down with that first
But
team
he could
coach,
change his
or
position.
sit down with your defensive
I
coach.
was hearing when
No, but you're a coach now.
Klopp was
You're a
saying that-
team.
Klopp
So
was
you
saying-
sit
so
down
here's
and
my
you train
take.
yourself.
Here's my
Get
take
better.
about
Klopp was.
You
I think
can.
Klopp said that.
It's not too late.
Klopp said that he's thinking of maybe bringing him
Sorry,
to maybe to a DMF or a central midfield role, just like this guy at Bayern Munich. What's his name?
Kimmich.
Joshua
Kimmich.
Kimmich. Kimmich started like that as well.
Reece James too started like that.
Kimmich was so
Funny
bad too, then because we all knew Kimmich for his attacking prowess, what he has to the attack and all those things. So Pep looked at guy, you had a lot more than just being on the wings. Come to the midfield, you could pass the ball, you could, hold the ball and all those things. So I feel that if Trent, you see people change their game. Bale changed from a left back to an attacker. It happens. I think for me, Klopp can just say, bro, I think this right wing back thing is not really working because of the
Talk.
defensive aspect.
Club go talk, bro.
Or right midfield.
Or maybe you just put him on the mid. Try him in one
Yeah.
of those games. That's why I like Pep. Pep experiments a lot. You just guy, okay, you know what? Come, let's set you up. In
Antonio Conte for me would definitely have improved on
The defensive side
on
of
Trent.
Trent.
Definitely. If you are going to be my right wing back in my
gotta know how to
team,
defend.
then you
You
are
have
going
to
to
Bro,
know.
should I bust shade? This guy,
Or you are out of
this
the
guy
team.
played under Conte and he has the same problem too. Hakimi is so poor defensively. In fact, Hakimi is one of the problems.
That's the modern
PSG
day.
are
no,
having
that's
right
the
about now.
That's the modern day.
They
Look at
don't-
Emerson
they don't know
Royale.
how to
Look
defend.
at Emerson Royale for Tottenham too.
So why they
He's
don't
only
know how
good
to
going
defend?
forward, but defensively poor.
The guy said
Modern
going
day
forward,
right backs are
going
crap.
forward, going back.
No, that's
problem
why
with
coaches-
Emerson Royale.
It's still-
That's
it's
why
still
coaches will
boils
tell you
down
that the reason Reece James is enjoying all of this is because of the fact that
He's the complete guy, my guy. Say it well now.
Bro, they are using
Give him the accolade.
Bro, they are using three defenders. Most times in all of most Rhys James games, they use 3 defenders. And if Liverpool uses 3 defenders,
Three
trust me,
centre backs.
3 centre backs. I mean,
Yeah.
you would love Trent. I'm telling you, because you know the two
my
the two
favorite.
centre
IBK, I
backs.
hope you know that.
They'll be covering
I
up.
hope you know Rhys James plays, just to interrupt you, plays as
Plays
a right
at that-
centre
yes,
back
at
too
that
as well.
centre back,
He
yes.
can play as a right
He's
centre
right.
back. He
He
can play as a
plays there.
defensive midfielder. He can play
He
as
had
a
played there
right
several
midfielder.
games.
He can play as a right wing back.
So
Baba,
here's
he
my
can play
take.
right
Here's my
back.
let's take a vote. So let's
here's
just
my
take a vote.
take.
He's the
Here's my
complete
take.
guy.
Before I think it still boils down to what I was saying. Football moving on from the natural state of how it is, where defenders are meant to be
Well, it
defenders.
has moved on actually.
I know, but I'm saying like for every player coming into the game now, you have to let the player know your primary dependent or department is that you're a defender.
Yeah.
The first thing you should know is like a striker. Some strikers lose focus. They always forget that I'm a striker. They come to the middle all the time. Bro, you're supposed to do that center
Yeah, but
so
no
that
be
they go
every-
pass that ball to you.
I get that, but no be every time. Sha. I'm just saying, but yeah, sometimes some players, some strikers are complete. They know how to help the play.
I know,
When there
but
are
I'm saying
issues
some
with the
people
team.
lose focus. A lot of strikers do.
Hurricane.
Yeah, they lose
yeah.
that focus. You go to the midfield all the time. You forget your position.
Right, so let's take a vote: Trent or James Swimpy.
I'm still a Trent guy. I like the guy as much as I love Reese's form and everything. I don't know why I love Trent Alexander-Arnold. I'll go for him.
FX, easy.
Easy.
Don't
Yeah,
worry.
easy.
Rhys
And don't
James.
talk.
He's a Chelsea fan.
Trent or Rhys James.
I think I'll pick Rhys James to be safer.
But I just think it's just unfair that nobody really talks about Yao Cancelo and how good he is.
Oh,
Because he plays as a left back as well. So we're not even sure.
No, not
his
it doesn't have to
favourite
be sure.
position.
I give it to him.
I think he's
too.
better as a
he's a-
left back.
To me, guys,
I
I,
think he's
actually
better than
think
left
he's
back.
better than those two guys.
True.
In my opinion, right? But
Offensively,
the
sir.
only challenge is
I
that
agree.
he's older, right? So you may say, where was he when he was 22, when he was 23?
Yeah.
But some players are like that. What that boy can do with the ball, yes, he cannot hit the free
He's
kicks.
in number 10.
Shout out to all those guys. But I think if the conversation is Rhys James and TAA, I'm Rhys James every day because I like a complete package. We saw the heat map. You can't pull up Trent like that.
True.
Because he pocketed Wilfred Zaha back to back. He pocketed Rafael Leao. Those two in their positions are easily one of the best in the world in their position.
Yeah.
Rafael Leao, his numbers and what he's done for AC Milan is untouchable. He's almost invincible in that position. But Rhys James made him quiet. He was subbed off. Wilfred Zaha is Crystal Palace. When they are playing, look for Zaha.
Zaha.
It's simple.
Even Vinicius.
And then on that day,
he
on
gave
that
Vinicius
day,
a run in
Yeah.
2021.
They said he
last
gave-
year.
Yes,
Yeah,
and
they
that's
said
where
three-
Real
the
Madrid
best
was even
three dribblers in the
circling,
world. Rhys James
Real Madrid was circling around him,
marked them.
at that time. Right, so yes, great talk so far. We touched down and touch base, Wally, as we continue with the tables, because we are hovering in and out of the table, and that's where the conversation is at the moment.
Nice one,
We
Wally.
touch up one or two other things. Yeah, shout out to Wally, he does great things. So this is Group E, Salzburg. This is another group. I've been absolutely disappointed. Now that just tells you how Champions League no be Premier League. In the eternal words of Ashake,
Yeah, but Conte always flops in Champions League.
Premier League no be Champions League. Right? Our Spurs are struggling.
I think Conte needs to. If na a boy, you go
Now,
carry.
guy,
No, you don't. The thing don't turn to
Bless
spiritual now.
You said he was going to win the Premier
Nah,
League.
course. Bless
I
one
said
kind
go
cost.
near,
eh.
go near.
No, you said he was going
I said
to
he's going to win.
They
or-
will play
or be
that tape
close.
back for you.
I said he's going to win, or he'll be
Wale,
close to
look
winning
for that
it.
tape.
Sporting,
He said it.
Tottenham, Eintracht Frankfurt, Marseille. That's another interesting group. Sporting
Lisbon.
are quite looking the bit.
Yeah.
I think it's good to see what they've been able to achieve. But unfortunately, they lost that game against Marseille. They got a
telling
red
you.
card. The goalkeeper. They're supposed to find that guy. I think there's a chance that guy. Have you seen this video? This meme of he's not meme, guys. He's meme, right? I'm sure you guys will be wondering what I meant. He's meme. M-E. He's not meme. He's not mimi. He's meme. All right. Have you seen the meme of when I think Benzema was talking to somebody? He was telling him, "Don't pass to him. Don't pass to him. He's playing against us."
Yeah.
Nah, Vinicius.
That's that keeper, Adan. He gave Marseille 2 goals and then he got a red card. It's amazing.
How?
Yeah, how do you even do that, right? But Spurs are struggling. They really couldn't do
Man, this
anything
group is
against.
tight too.
Yeah, he did. It's a very tight group. Who goes through? IBK?
Eintracht is also like very strong.
I think Spurs grind out. I think Spurs and Frankfurt.
I
You
think
think Lisbon would drop?
I think Sporting Lisbon
I
and
think-
Spurs will go through.
I think
Okay, the
Spurs
top
and
two.
Frankfurt.
All right,
So-
yeah,
But I
that's-
know
that's
Frankfurt
it.
to go through. I'm very sure.
Europa
Reckon.
League winners.
Frankfurt to go
Okay,
through.
so Group C. We look at the next group now. Meanwhile, remember that Sporting they're at home in the next game. They play Marseille in the
Bayern.
next game.
Boss.
Now this used to be the group that everybody was looking at for.
Yeah, it was a group of death.
Yeah, but we already know who the Whipping Boys are, and they are really living up to their names. Shout out to Victoria Placing. If they die tomorrow, now beat him, kill them. It's minus. Now go kill them.
Nah, go.
It's minus 11. I have no
wow.
idea.
It's a
who's gonna
Czech
do that.
Republic team, right?
Yeah, from Czech. From Pleasant. Bayern Munich, Inter Milan, Barcelona.
Bayern.
Again, we saw why Italian football is not
bullish.
is for the strong-hearted, right? Barcelona dominated that game, but really didn't show anything.
But Inter
on the
played.
But
pitch.
to me,
questionable-
Inter
there
played
were
well.
Inter
Inter played
played well.
better.
But
I
just-
watched it.
There were
No, I
questionable
think Bayern.
officiating
I think
as well.
Barcelona dominated the game,
But the officiating was poor.
but
That's in possession.
but Inter, no, Barcelona always are better
Possession,
than Inter.
but
That's
not
what I'm
like
saying. That's
better
domination. Yes, what I'm saying is, when I wanted to start conversation, I said Italian football is a very deadly place, and that's why Barcelona played the game.
Yeah.
I mean, they dominated the possession, yes, but they didn't see a clear shot and goal. For every time they
Proper
tried,
interceptions, yeah.
Oh.
Rafinha, every time
Milan
tried to
Skriniar.
cross, they kept on blocking it.
Milan Skriniar and Bastoni, they need to be tested after that game. What they
Even
did to
this guy,
Lewandowski.
I like this guy, Federico Di Marco.
Di Marco, he was a
That guy
beast.
is in the form of his
Yeah,
life.
yeah. He
That
went
man
on
too played
loan. He
very
came
well.
back. Yeah,
Bro.
He
And
got-
Nicolo
he came
Barella.
back.
That
Yeah,
boy,
so it
Baila
was a
is
unit.
already a top guy.
It was a
Yeah.
unit.
Time.
First 5 minutes into the game, Akan Çalhanoğlu let them
Akan
know as they
Çalhanoğlu,
go.
he first launched
Wipe
that
one
first
long
one.
shot, then the
kept
next
on
one
trying
it.
and those were the 2 shots on target.
Yeah.
Bro, all game long. I think in
That's
the first
my
No,
half.
he played
that-
three.
That's the issue
He
I
played
have
three.
with Ter Stegen.
One
And
went in.
Someone, a fan
brother,
of
that goal
a fan, no, a fan
That
of
goal,
Barca.
considered in
that goal,
a
you
while.
can't catch
No,
it.
if a fan of Barca said that the Stegen has this very silly way of conceding goals. The guy said that you can easily beat Ter Stegen from 40 yards, and I really don't know why it's always like that. Go and check most of the goals he concedes. Some very, very silly goals, and that's how
So
the
they must
question.
have studied him. That's why they were
Yeah,
hitting
I
those.
guess
Yeah,
so.
but
I
that
guess
goal,
so.
outside
but
shots.
that goal,
But that goal,
beat
he
anybody,
couldn't.
brother.
Nobody will beat
That goal was
anybody.
good though. It was
That
like
goal was a
last
good goal.
It
angle.
was the last angle.
Like,
How many
That
goalkeepers
ball
get
no
to
go
it?
beat Courtois.
Lies.
Courtois
Lies.
thought pass him.
Courtois
It's
is long
possible.
goal.
It's possible. It's
He's
possible,
long.
Courtois,
He's
because
long.
he's long.
He's not just tall.
He
He's
could
long.
not
Say
do
something
that
about the
stretch.
officiating. What do you want to say about the
Have you
Yeah,
officiating?
it was very poor.
It was very poor.
Yeah.
Make I help you out. It was very poor. Xavi in 2009, semi-final, Barcelona-Chelsea, Rebo was the ref. He celebrated that cheating, against
true,
Chelsea.
true.
That Chelsea had
Come
4 penalty calls.
Yes.
That Drogba was even given a red card in that
For
game.
that game,
Xavi celebrated. He played in that game.
But
So this one is happening to him as a coach.
Karma.
He should swallow his pill. Karma comes
You are
back.
talking about.
You should forget officiating, I beg.
Something that is almost how many years?
Yes,
Inter
that
had
is still the
handball
same
calls too
Champions
now.
League. It's
Inter
still the
had
same
handball
league.
calls
Something
too.
like 13 years.
It had no sense.
that they-
It's
it's
part of
karma
life.
now.
It's part of life.
I'm a fourth one.
Eh,
It's karma now.
That's how life is.
It's karma.
When he played, that's what it is. Now when
Yeah,
you play as a
yeah,
coach,
But nobody talks
you
about
play as a
Akan
player, happens to you as a
Çalhanoğlu.
coach.
The
You
guy
see how
is
it is now.
brilliant as
Yeah,
well.
Çalhanoğlu
Yeah,
is
Çalhanoğlu
a very
and
unlucky,
Slider,
very
and
unlucky
Snake.
player. The season he
Giant
left.
snake.
The season he left. The season he left AC
AC
Milan.
Milan, they
is the
won the
season he
league.
won the
Yeah.
league. Yeah, that's the handball. Well, I think
don't see him. The guy use and come on, person.
There were 4
Inter-
handball
Inter had a handball
situations in
calls too
2009. There
why
were
did
4
Inter
handball
had
situations in
handball
2009.
calls.
And it hurt us too.
Okay, they don't ban the
Serve them right.
Yeah, what you want to do again?
No, that one not. He don't pass it.
Inter-
That one
Inter-
don't pass too.
Inter-
now.
Inter had
take 'em.
handball calls
yeah.
too.
So who makes it in that group? Will you take us back to that group? Who
Bayern.
makes it in that group?
Bayern clearly then Inter.
Are we going to make a shout out for Leroy Sané?
Damn.
I'm not looking at this
Baller.
game. I'm looking at this season. IBK, it's been invincible. And to think that they almost sold him last season, right?
Yeah, well,
But right
he
now-
didn't meet up that last season. He was
Is
right.
balling hard. Is one of the best players in the world. He's top 5 best player in the world right now, based on current.
Yeah, I think someone needed to step up. Seeing
Yeah.
Lewandowski leave.
in and out of
In
seasons.
fact,
That's my problem.
but-
I didn't even expect that it was going to be him that was going to step up after Lewandowski left.
Leroy
I
Sané,
was thinking it was
man,
going to be
please.
Thomas Muller, but
Thomas Muller at his age.
Sane has been
Yeah,
fantastic.
Sané and
this
Mane have
season.
done well.
Yeah.
No, I think Mane is still trying to. Mane has not gelled with him.
You reckon?
Yeah, he has
Someone
been-
has been scoring already.
No, he hasn't. He has not been scoring. Go and check. He hasn't. He's been struggling as well. So
But he still scored for
But-
them in the last game.
Yeah.
yeah,
he
it's just their last game. He's been struggling a lot. Trust me.
He scored on his debut, Ibukun.
Go and check his stats. I'm telling you, he's been struggling a lot. He's been struggling a lot. So it was just the right time for Sané. People have been questioning his transfer from City to Bayern. A lot of people say, why would he even leave City at that point and all those things. But
You need to play home.
I think this is the best time for him. Hopefully, they go all the way. But I don't think that squad.
Yeah,
I don't think that squad are good enough to
something
win
just-
Win the Champions League.
something
Yeah, I
just
don't
popped into
think
my
they are
mind
good
now.
enough this season.
The Barcelona handler.
But in this group,
I think it's the coach
If you can
that
pull
is
up that
their
tweet,
Barca
Wally.
Bayern should
The Barcelona,
should progress.
the Barcelona.
Inter is going through.
Because
Barcelona
you're a
Bayern.
Barcelona fan.
Okay.
Are you going to put your money on it?
Inter.
Inter is good. You're wearing an Inter jersey.
Are you going to put your money on it?
That's so ironic.
Inter Bayern.
that.
That's so
Are you going to
ironic.
put your money on it?
Inter
jersey
Bayern.
saying
That's
Barcelona.
so ironic, man.
Bro,
It's
Inter
Inter
Bayern.
Bayern, sir.
Well, that's not
Baba,
even it.
yeah, drop your phone.
Wait
Baba, no,
first.
they argue.
No drop phone. I want to
Forget
talk
this
something.
guy,
I want to talk something. Wait
yeah,
first.
drop
Calm
am.
down.
Inter
I want to talk
Bayern.
something.
Shebi, they collect the last one. Me, I won't collect this one. Me, I don't go fight you. Me, I won't collect this phone. I go do my own for you. Like something wrong with you. Drop phone.
Inter Bayern.
If you got to beg me, drop phone.
You don't hear him first for a year.
I never show you
Inter
left. I
Bayern.
never show you left.
I don't tell you now today. Inter Bayern.
Yeah, drop your phone.
Guys, there
Yes.
was this
Drop
tweet.
your phone now.
One very interesting tweet,
When they
right?
qualify, I'll come for you.
When Barcelona scored, FX, the Barcelona handler wrote,
No mind that guy.
Pedri,
now.
go, Pedri. I think, go, Pedri, go, Pedri, go, Pedri, go. He wrote like 15 tweets.
And the guy no be delete.
They can't come out the go.
Yeah, now. Yeah, that guy fall our
Then
hand,
cancel
bro.
the goal.
I
They
swear.
cancel the goal.
Go, Pedri, go, Pedri, go,
What's in
Pedri, go.
config delete?
Why you go delete am? You dey
can't
craze.
delete.
You dey there.
Wait, why can't you
Pedri,
delete?
go, Pedri,
So the
go,
handler
Pedri.
can delete.
Everybody don't see him now. But you know
don't
why
see
you
am.
go. And then now, I think one of the worst things, if I should catch that Europa League handler, I'm
That
gonna
Europa
say
League
I'm-
handler is a
That
that
guy-
is very rude.
That guy is
punk.
rude.
Whoever is,
I
the
don't like
lady
him.
or the guy.
Especially, he
He's
does it for Man
waiting. He or
United.
she is waiting.
Do you know he has tweeted to Barcelona? He said, "Welcome back,
Welcome
Barcelona."
back, eh.
Oh,
Then-
already?
Now there's a meme of that Chiellini dragging Saka.
Yeah.
Europa League is Chiellini. Barcelona is Saka. He's now pulling them down.
Then
Okay.
there's a new one. Inter player was dragging Gavi on the floor.
Yeah,
I have
saw
that
that.
one.
Oh wow.
Yes.
I saw
He was
that.
dragging
Alright, guys,
Gavi on the floor.
we look at the remaining group. Let's just touch up that as fast as we can, and then we continue. It's been a fantastic conversation here with the boys at the Inside Podcast. Right, Group C, we touched on that. Group B, we'll be back very soon.
No, Group B.
Yeah, so we touched on the glass. Okay, that's
touched-
everything actually.
okay,
yeah, we
done.
done Group
Nice one.
Porto, so we all done. Yeah, so at the beginning of the season, I remember Inyobong Monday saying that if Arteta, doesn't get into the top 2 or top 3, then something big must be wrong. And I was like, man, are you crazy? Arteta, how? But yeah, that's the tweet.
Yeah,
right? That's
go
it right
Pedri,
there.
go
Go Pedri. How can you do this? Go Pedri, go Pedri, go. Baba wrote every go. And then look at it. He blew up, of course, as expected. Only for the goal to be
Damn.
disallowed. How?
45.3.
How do you? Yeah.
We can't delete it.
He blew up.
Barcelona fans have
He go
liked
paid.
that.
Yes,
Like-
yes. And they retweeted as well. Yeah.
After the goal was cancelled.
Really?
Usually, that's what happens now.
That's how it is. Hey.
As
That's how it
in-
is. Yeah, so and then Arteta has he said, would navigate well this season, and boy, oh boy, has he navigated. We got like 5 more minutes or 10 minutes, guys, to round this up. Okay. Yeah. So is it a function of it's about time they came to the party, or a function of the signings they made? But something looks to be good at Arsenal again. The room is buzzing. The players are delighted. They are glowing. Their football is sweet to watch. And gone are those days when their football is just sweet, but there's no end result. Now they are stringing those passes and they are scoring goals.
Yeah.
Gabriel Jesus has been a beast. Is the most fouled player in the league.
Wow.
He's got more shots in the box than any other person. Is interesting to see how he's been able to come into his own. I throw it now on this table, guys. Are Arsenal now title contenders?
I don't.
Don't start. Yeah. IBK. I don't waiting. Who they ask you? Yeah, I don't. Don't ever start.
Yeah,
Arsenal now are title contenders.
her.
Am I G?
Yeah, I said it. I said it before the season started. What makes a team?
What did you say before?
What makes a team very competitive? No, I said it. I said
You never
Arsenal.
rated them. Oh.
Are you whining? Arsenal.
didn't.
Go on.
Go and check
It
my
was
tweet.
Tottenham you said was going
Go
to win
and
the
check
league.
my tweet.
We don't take
lying.
any tweets. Now for this table, we
Stop
talk.
lying.
Go the popo line.
You said Conte.
Wale set my tweet and search for Arsenal.
Not
Bro,
your tweet. You said
listen
on this
to me.
table.
Listen to me first.
Let me finish.
Listen to me first. So when Arsenal made the signings of both Zinchenko and Gabriel Jesus, I said that what you need in a team that needs to compete is the competitiveness in the squad. When one player knows that getting injured is a problem, when he knows that getting injured you might not come back to the team. You look at left back position, you have a very fantastic Tierney who has to sit on the bench for Zinchenko. You look at the right back, you have Ben White, who we didn't even expect to be playing right back. Even defensive pairing as well, you have Rob Holding sitting on the bench. The midfield as well. At
Tommy
least,
Yasu.
yeah, you can see that there's this level of competitiveness in the squad. So you have to up your game. And again, what you need, the league is a marathon. That's why the likes of Pep Guardiola will always easily winning, because they have
Squad depth.
they have squad
There's
depth,
material.
fantastic squad depth. So, and again, what they added to the squad is elite mentality. Jesus, coming off winning 4 Premier League titles.
Now you're talking.
Zinchenko coming off winning 3 Premier League titles or thereabouts. These guys are serial winners. They know they've been in this dressing room of greatness. They know when you have to demand. You can easily. I remember when Messi said that the day Barca bought Thierry Henry, Messi said he was starstruck, or what do they call it? Like, he didn't believe he was seeing Thierry Henry. That's what bringing in players with huge mentality. That's what it brings to your squad. Things just change. Things just happen for you, because you know that these guys demand a lot. Bakary Sagna as well. There was one of the interviews, he said that when he was at Arsenal, when they lose a game, what's his name? Arsene Wenger will be like, "Oh, you guys tried, it's one of those days you guys tried. Just keep it up. Next game we'll try and win, guys. Everybody sorry for the loss. They go home and start eating their stuff again." But he said the first time Man City bought him, he said they lost a game. So I think it was Sagna that said in that interview. He said they lost a game, and it was like they got to the dressing room after the game. He was expecting easy, like a little bit, not really tense atmosphere. He didn't mention the name of the players, but he said there was a player that came in and wanted to beat up the player that caused the goal. He said he was surprised. And he was thinking, that players would try and stop and all those. They won't beat him, say, "Guy, why you go do this rubbish?"
Do you think Arsenal will win?
So that was what it's. No, I'm saying what I'm saying is that
what has changed for them?
mentality.
Yeah.
Squad depth, options, and that mental fortitude, that bringing in players with elite mentality of winning trophies. I think that's what will help Arsenal this season. If they don't win the trophy,
That's
I think
because of
they'll
Man
be,
City's greatness.
yes, I think they'll be in second or third with what I'm saying.
All right.
And there's January again to add more guys to it. So
All right. So what do you
Yeah.
think?
Not third, because this is like the season Leicester won the league. Chelsea, not sure. Liverpool, shaky. United, not sure.
Yeah.
That's the only reason why I asked now. Because at the moment, if for instance someone like Salah had a season running, Salah should have been able to have scored like 9 goals by now.
If you had picked
all right,
up,
go bring
There's
it
no
back.
not sure. Liverpool and Chelsea are even out
Would
of
have
it.
picked up.
From what we've seen.
You'll be hearing Haaland, you will not hear Gabriel Jesus. Sorry. I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
You understand? So the fact that they have an opportunity now, they should take it. 'Cause
I think this is the best chance they have to actually win the league.
Wow.
He said it. He said it right. Yeah, it's the best chance they have to actually win the league. I feel like they would probably win the league. Do you know why? The smaller games are the major games that you need.
Okay, go on.
Yes, if you keep winning those smaller games, those
right.
games,
True.
that's what you need, and they're doing that. They might not win the big games. They've lost to United, I think have they played another big side?
They're playing Liverpool. We're going to predictions
That's a
soon.
big test. But they are
They have to
winning.
play Chelsea.
That's what I'm saying. The
They've
lesser
beaten
games is
Tottenham.
what you need,
Beaten Tottenham.
and that's where City gets all their points.
Yeah.
That's where City gets all their points. If you can do that, and Arsenal is doing that, I think that's what Arteta is focusing on. They are doing that. They're winning those games.
So are they title contenders to you?
To me, yes, they
Okay.
are.
FX.
They
Title
are.
contenders.
Game
Arsenal?
week 9, title contenders, nah, too early. For me, great run of form, no doubt. They look like the real deal. I'll give it to them. And IBK has mentioned it, Swimpy has said it all. They have the mentality, they've got squad depth, and they have a coach that they believe in, who about a year or two ago was under serious pressure in terms of being sacked and all, and Edu too. So I think that has just manifested into trust and them growing. They got rid of the I would say maybe the ugly heads that they didn't need, the Aubameyangs and the Ozils and all, and he's gotten
Lacazette.
and the Lacazettes and all, and he's gotten the right players, level-headed. They're the youngest side in the league, more or less.
Yeah.
And they look fresh, and that's good. I don't think they have the experience for it to win the league.
But then on the long run?
Yeah, on the long run.
Yeah.
But it's good that they've brought in experience in the likes of Jesus, Zinchenko, and even Thomas Partey. But the most important thing is there's a way Arsenal play. And once that particular player is not playing, they're going to struggle. And that's Thomas Partey. Once Thomas Partey is injured, there's a problem. You could see that he was patched up against Spurs. And immediately he got that goal and everything, Arteta took him out by the 70-something minute. He's not fully fit, you can tell. That's the major problem. And it happens with Chelsea too. Once N'Golo Kante is not playing for Chelsea, Chelsea don't play well. And that's the major thing. Arsenal are very dependent on him. So for me, if Partey is fully fit, they have a chance to run for the title.
Even Bukayo Saka.
I'll also say that maybe they're also very dependent on this guy. And I've tweeted it before, and I must say shout out to him and his mental strength. Granit Xhaka.
Granit Saka.
The way he went from being a villain to a
villain.
hero
From zero to hero.
is very
Yeah.
brilliant. There was a time
Nice
he
one.
dropped the armband on the floor out of anger. He was booed and stuff.
the signs
F
to the
sound,
fans.
And then now they absolutely love him. He's playing in a more advanced role and he's getting goals and his numbers are improving. And so yes, I think from a Man United fan, it's a bit hard to say it, but yes, I think I like what I see these days with Arsenal. They are looking like a sure bet, but I think on the long run, I don't think they would win it, but I think they will be close.
They
And
don't
I
just
hope
have
that
certain
he can
backups.
have is the nucleus of his team ready for the World Cup. Thomas Partey is going with Ghana. Xhaka is going for England.
Switzerland.
I beg your pardon. No, that means Bukayo.
Bukayo
Bukayo will go
Saka.
for England. Saka for
Saka.
Switzerland. Odegaard is not going anywhere, which is very, very good for him. Martinelli
No way.
will definitely not start in
He
the
might
Brazilian
not
national
even
team.
start. He might not even make the squad.
He might not make the squad.
Possible, yeah.
Gabriel Jesus,
so many
maybe or
options.
not, is very, very dicey. So yeah, some of his key boys, Gabriel, will still be there. Those like Tierney.
Saliba.
So in a way, you'll be looking at it, you'll be like, okay, so I think I'm no cross of my team, but I think they've done good. But I don't think they would win the league. I don't think they are
Me too.
contenders.
Yeah.
So let's just go right into it. Predictions. It's another week of football, and it's time for us to.
But let's put it here before we go into the prediction. My dream says Arsenal wins the league. As
Okay.
much as I don't like it,
Well, nice. That works.
I'm serious.
That's very possible, anyways.
I don't
really.
know.
I
Maybe
think Guardiola will
I
easily.
feel it.
Leicester.
If it
Not possible.
happens, y'all are gonna give me money.
I sound like a
Wale,
hater. It's not possible.
you owe me money.
I think Pep will
win the league.
easily exchange that for the Champions League.
I'm sorry, it's not possible. Well,
You say it's
What
not
is
possible.
what is possible
But
now,
you'll be here.
gentlemen, is the fact that we have fixtures on our list, on our burner. We have to talk about that now. Well, if you don't beat Nottingham Forest, who do you want to beat in this life?
Sign
So yeah,
20-something players.
Leicester City eventually got their win of the season. James Maddison, who I think deserves to be in another club, just for us to just show how good he is, and he also needs to stay off injury. Got goals, full value there. But now they are away to Bournemouth, who really have been, I won't say they are struggling, and I won't say they are there, but they just give you a lot of things to think about. What's your prediction?
Did you say Bournemouth?
Bournemouth,
yeah,
it's Bournemouth,
is at
Leicester.
home.
Yeah.
Bournemouth is at home, and Bournemouth played 0-0 against Brentford. They've locked shop. Leicester with that win. I see 1-1.
1-1.
Yeah.
Chelsea Wolves. Yeah, I know. Chelsea Wolves.
Oh, okay. Chelsea Wolves. Chelsea to win. With that win against Milan, Chelsea would win 2-0.
2-0. City.
Bruno Lage has been sacked now, so
Yeah. They are looking
might
for
just
now.
pick up on that.
City Southampton.
Arsenal tends to step up against
I think the question now.
against City. Oh.
I think the question now is how many? City, Southampton.
Yeah, but Southampton will score.
Okay, Southampton will score
3-1.
3-1 Southampton. Newcastle, Brentford.
1-0 to Newcastle.
Brighton, Tottenham.
2-2. Brighton to Spurs 2.
Leandro Trossard. Crystal Palace, Leeds.
They know how to score.
Crystal Palace, Leeds.
Leeds. There'll be goals in this one for sure.
Okay.
2-1. 2-1 to Crystal Palace.
West Ham, Fulham.
London Derby. 2-1 to West Ham.
Nottingham Forest, Aston Villa.
Forest, they need to win.
Yeah.
I see. I think they need that win. They might get it. 1-0 to Forest against Villa.
Everton United.
2-1 to United.
The big game of the weekend, Arsenal, Liverpool.
Crazy. But I just have a feeling Liverpool is going to nick it. I don't know why. 3-2 to Liverpool.
3-2 Liverpool. Okay. Anikulapo. Look up.
Me next.
Bournemouth, Leicester.
I think that's a draw.
Okay. Chelsea, Wolves.
Chelsea wins it.
City, Southampton.
City, obviously.
Newcastle, Brentford.
Newcastle, Brentford. That's a huge one. Brentford wins.
Brighton, Tottenham.
Brighton wins.
Crystal Palace, Leeds.
Crystal Palace, Leeds United. It's a draw.
West Ham, Fulham.
West Ham, Fulham. A draw.
Okay. Arsenal,
And
Liverpool.
Mitrovic scores.
Arsenal, Liverpool, if he plays. Arsenal, Liverpool.
Arsenal, Liverpool, huge call. I'm going to make a bold one here. Arsenal wins.
Okay. Everton, United. Everton, United.
You say what's bold about that?
No, I'm just saying because
Why are you
people expect
angry?
people
Why are you
expect
angry?
people expect that Liverpool
Everton
might
United.
actually still win. It's a bold one. No.
Everton versus United.
Everton versus United.
Yeah. Team.
I'm skeptical about United though. Hey, Jesus. United is supposed to win this one.
Okay. Nottingham, Aston Villa.
Nottingham Forest, Aston Villa wins. Aston Villa wins.
Okay. Nottingham
Easy
Forest,
win.
Aston Villa.
I think it's going to be a draw. Forest they are quite
No analysis.
good at home.
Everton, United.
Everton are in form. I think they should win that.
Arsenal, Liverpool.
It's going to be a draw.
West Ham, Fulham.
Mitrovic, I don't know if he's injured. I think West Ham should win or draw. Yeah.
Palace, Leeds.
Palace easily.
Okay. Brighton, Tottenham.
A draw.
Newcastle, Brentford.
A win for Newcastle.
City, Southampton.
It's going to be tough. A boogie team for City. Too close, but win or draw for City.
Chelsea win against Wolves.
Win or draw for Wolves.
Okay. Bournemouth home to Leicester.
Easy win for Leicester.
Why now only me can't use figures to do my prediction? They do like Nostradamus. Like say I don't see scores. Men them are just choosing win or draw.
Win or draw. Yeah, that works. That works. It depends on however you see
Yes.
it. And yeah, I mean, however
And
it
you can
is,
play your bet that way.
however it is that we've seen it is the fact that it's been a very, very good talk here at the Inside Podcast. The boys have been smoking hot, from the get-go. We touched up a bit of everything. Everything has been pinpoint. I want to say a very big thank you. I don't know why you guys are pressing phone. Can you stop pressing your phone? Thank you. Don't be rude. IBK said once about Arsenal. He said, like I said before, you guys are not ready to eat what Arsenal are cooking this season. But this is recent now. This is old.
Exactly.
2022.
Exactly.
This is September.
No,
I
this
was
is August
13th.
now.
Oh, this is August, yeah.
As the season started in August.
Well, I just go on to
Season
really
started in
this
August
This
now.
mentality is crazy. this team I'm seeing was compete for the Premier League title. It's very solid and composed team. There's nothing. It's not so special now about it. Why make that?
But you talk about Tottenham winning the league on this table.
I said Tottenham were going to win or be close to winning the league.
There's a video of you saying it.
I said they were going to be close to winning it.
Yes, he said it.
But he's saying that they will compete. He said Arsenal will win the league.
Exactly.
I said Tottenham were going to win or be close to winning the league.
Not close. Don't change mouth.
Wale, I beg,
Don't change mouth.
Wale, find the video, come out. Show you the wine.
I will say we have been a fantastic quartet on this particular production of the Inside Podcast.
Man, nice one,
We're looking forward to what it will be like as the World Cup is going to come upon us. And remember that we're also looking forward to December, because it's that December that you guys, yes, you looking at me, TikTok, YouTube, Twitter and Instagram fans will be on this chair where we'll be there seated, and you guys will just run this entire desk. And from all of us here, it's all love, and we thank you so much. Thank you so much, FX, for coming through as always.
Always a pleasure, bro. Always
Tony
a pleasure.
and Nicola Boswimpy, the man that cannot die.
Will never.
The cat has 9 lives. Shrimpy has like 81 lives. He dies and comes back again. Good to see you, my
forever.
brother. Thank you so much for coming.
Thank you for having me. It's always a pleasure to be here.
Yes, IBK Sports, happy birthday in advance. You're going to do the... IBK is the king
Advance
of...
is still far away.
He's 28. He's the king of giveaways. So yeah, on your birthday, Baba, what are you giving us away?
You go do giveaway.
Yes, you must give away.
See, I tell one of my followers, I say, bro, now to go and collect the clothes where
You will remain, Baba. Now to come collect time. Yeah, but yeah, thank you for all you do, man. We appreciate the feeling and the love. And the biggest love and appreciation goes to you there for always being there. We know we have a friend in you. We know we have a data partner in you. And above all, a content lover for the Inside Podcast. My name is Babajide Guerrero, and it's okay to say we are live.
Thank you guys for listening to the Hindsight Podcast, where the conversations you're having in your homes about football are had here live on the show with the guys in the studio. Don't forget to sign up on social media, follow us on YouTube. So, of course, you get to hear more of these conversations.
Cloud. Reach out.